Welcome into Falcons Today by Chat Sports. I am Nick Roloff. Unfortunately, Matthew Peterson is he's on the way back from a wedding right now, but producer Nick Roloff, producer Rolly, is holding down the fort. So appreciate all you guys tuning in. We're here for a Jaguars versus Falcons watch party. I could not be more fired up. The Falcons 2-1, Jaguars 1-2, going across the pond to play a pivotal Week 4 matchup in the NFL. And it's really a good way to kick off our Sunday here, right? Archangel's already in the chat. That's what we love to see. I am riding solo today, so hopefully you guys do bear with me, as you might see me looking down a little bit just to change some graphics. But I want to start off the show with basically what we do almost every time here. And I want to know, where are you guys watching from? I want to get the comment section rolling to start off today's contest. My boy Archangel already in the chat. EQRC, go Falcons. But let me know. Shout out your city in the comment section. I'll give some shout outs. The Falcons need to win this game, right? Like, you win your first two at home. You beat the Packers in Week 2. You beat the Panthers in Week 1. The problem is that those two teams that you beat in Week 1 and Week 2 are looking a little fraudulent right now, right? Like, the Packers did not look good at home. They got boat raced by the Lions. The Panthers are 0-3 and one of the worst teams in football. And then the Falcons last week on the road, bad outing against the Detroit Lions, but now they have a chance to go on a neutral territory. They are technically the road team in this game, which is actually a good thing, which means they play one less true road game and one more home game, right? They don't lose a home game for playing in London, but then you have a chance to make a statement. The Jaguars are a little disappointing through 3 weeks, but you know what you can do is here in Atlanta, Desmond Ridder, come show out and get a victory, move to 3-1, and really start moving up in that NFC power rankings. Let's give some shout-outs in the comment section. We got EQ in South Carolina, Savage Falcon in Savannah, Georgia, Eobel in Texas, Cashin in the A, EQ specifically in Spartanburg, South Carolina. B-Side is in Atlanta. Archangel's in his bedroom in Atlanta. Ezra in Jerusalem. Yeah, Archangel, I agree. The Falcons do need to set the tone and inflict pain early. So the Jaguars play a different style of football than the Falcons, right? The Jaguars are, I'm going to throw it. T-Law is in the backfield just making plays, right? Looking for Calvin Ridley, who obviously former Falcon. The Atlanta, though, Arthur Smith, they want to get downhill. This offensive line needs to establish the run game early and often today and allow Desmond Ridder to hit some play-action tosses. And something that the Falcons have surprisingly not done well thus far is protect Desmond Ridder, right? Like, Caleb McGarry has struggled through the first 3 weeks. Chris Lindstrom has not been as good as he was last year. You got Dahlman, the rookie Matthew Bergeron, and Jake Matthews on the left side. But this offensive line needs to get back to formula, needs to get back to dominating the line of scrimmage, and if that is the case, the Falcons, I think, will win this game, because I think Desmond Ridder is good enough to win these ball games. He just needs more time. The weapons are there. Bijan's a stud. Kyle Pitts needs to get active more early in this game. He's not really getting the ball as much, but I do think he's had some success in London before. Remember, he had 100-plus yards and a tutty, not in the United States. Get Kyle Pitts involved, get Drake London involved, and I think good things will happen. Which kind of brings me to my next question, right? Who you got in this game? Type ATL for the Falcons. Type JAC for the Jaguars. Let me know who you guys got in the comment section. Woo! It's early here on I don't know if you guys know this, but we work in Dallas, Texas here at Chat Sports, and it's a little behind. So this is 8:20 in the morning over here. I got my coffee, but guess what? I also got some tequila. I got some Happy Dads as well. So, I mean, we're here to party. We're here to have a good time. His bot's already in the chat. Just absolutely ridiculous behavior. But type B to block the bots. Yeah, but let me know who you guys got in the comment section. Cash riding with the Falcons. Archangel, of course, riding with the ATL. Eobel, gotten that ATL in there. EQ, Albert, already picking the Falcons. That's what I love to see. How you guys feeling about this game, though? You guys confident in winning it? Not confident? How are we feeling? Listen, I give my confidence level maybe about a 6, 7. I do think the Falcons will win this game. My score prediction would be like 24-21, close battle, Young Ho Koo. I know that's not how you say it, but I just like to say Young-Ho Koo making a game-winning field goal possibly at the end. That's kind of how I want to ride with this, but I don't know, man. It's going to be a close battle. It is going to be a close battle. Jaguars are talented. They've just underperformed a little bit thus far, but I assume they're going to get the ship righted eventually. Hopefully it's just not this week against the Falcons. I do got to show some love to our sponsor on today's show, and that is Prize Picks. Prize Picks is one of the largest daily fantasy sports apps on the planet. And if you love sports, you must head over to Prize Picks. Instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks, you pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. You can go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get a first deposit match bonus up to $100. If you see on screen right now, these are my picks for today's game. Obviously, we're riding with more than on Desmond Ridder. I believe he's throwing for 200 plus easy. And if that is the case, I think Drake London more than 46.5 receiving yards is also a good play. And then the young man, Calvin Ridley, making his return to the NFL this season, first game against the Falcons. I got A.J. Terrell winning that matchup. Give me less than 65.5 receiving yards on Calvin Ridley. I've had so much fun testing my skills during this football season. I can't wait till the NBA season arrives as well. The Hawks, they're going to be solid this year as well. If you have similar skills to mine, which unfortunately you might not, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps with the most exciting daily fantasy app on the planet. Go to prizepicks.com CLNS, and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. One more time. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Shout out to Prize Picks for getting the lights on today's show. They're awesome. I use them, and I wish I started them. We're using them much earlier in my life. All right, predict the score for me in the comment section. If you're not already on Prize Picks, please do so. They're a great sponsor. They get the lights on for us. Archangel says he made some Prize Picks yesterday for today. I absolutely love it. I could not be more excited. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Archangel, Cordell Patterson is playing today. He is making his season debut for the Falcons. He is expected to be the kick returner. I'm fascinated with the way Arthur Smith and company is going to use Cordell Patterson, right? Because Bijan Robinson has been absolutely phenomenal in the first 3 weeks of the season. I would also say Tyler Algier has been very, very good to start this year. You have a really good two-man back duo right now. Where is Cordell Patterson going to fit in that? Is he going to play more wide receiver? I mean, he's listed on the depth chart as the Joker, right? So how are they going to use Joker? Bijan in the slot, maybe. It is going to be one of the more fascinating storylines on today's show and today's game, really, is like, how are the Falcons going to use Cordell Patterson in his season debut? Oh, we're almost there. We are almost to kickoff. God, this is like one of those things, like, we're about 7 minutes away from kickoff, and I just needed to be here right now, right? Like, I'm sick and tired of waiting. I woke up freaking early as hell to get in here, get things set up. And I've just been counting down the minutes, counting down the seconds until the game is kicked off. Calvin Ridley being back, man, it's such a fascinating storyline, right? Your boy Alberto, I see you asking, who the hell is this? Where is PD? PD is on the way back from a wedding. So producer Rolly, I run the Falcons channel with PD. We work together. I had to step on camera for the first time on Falcons today and bring you guys a watch party because this game's on ESPN Plus, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So we have to make sure you guys are ready. You have a place to watch the game. Have a nice little party atmosphere watching the game with all the other Falcons fans. We are almost at kickoff. But continue to get those score predictions in the comment section. Archangel's going Falcons 27-20. Cash says, I think CP gets 10 to 15. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they ease him in and we don't see a lot of Cordell Patterson today. I really don't think we're going to see like a full-fledged CP84, the Flash, as you will. I don't. Yeah, Archangel, me and Peter are like Batman and Robin. Appreciate the love there. Appreciate the love. Thoughts on Jeff Okudah? I like Okudah. He did not get a full rep last week, and I think they were just easing him in a little bit. But according to some beat reporters throughout the week, Jeff Okudah was getting all the starting reps on the opposite boundary corner to A.J. Terrell. So I expect Okudah's usage, his snap count to be up, and he's going to be tested today because Christian Kirk, they also got Calvin Ridley, obviously. They've got a good wide receiver core. Zay Jones as well over in Jacksonville. So Okudah's going to be tested, but I have all the confidence in the former third overall pick. I think he's going to be a stud this year for the Falcons. I was a little upset that he missed the first couple games, but I'm glad he's back now. We're almost 5 minutes to kick off. Matthew Arnold, will you cover all the games on the Heat channel this year? Yeah, if you guys didn't know this, I actually do also host the Miami Heat Report here at Chat Sports. So I do that as well on the NBA side. But we do have a Super Chat menu for today's show, and I'm kind of excited for it, right? First time Super Chat, it's a Dirty Bird call. I'm kind of debuting this. I'm workshopping a little bit, if you will. I think there's no really actual Dirty Bird call. So if you send a Super Chat and it's your first time, I'm going to go a little Dirty Birds. Yeah, let me know how you think about that. But that's what we're doing for first time Super Chat. Every Super Chat will get on screen. You'll get a shout out, and we'll talk about, you can ask a question. You can just make an observation about the game. I'll talk about it. We'll answer. $5 will teabag T-Law. This is a little interesting. But we got here a little Jaguars mask. We got with the blonde wig, and we got our tea. We're in London. We're going to teabag T-Law for every $5 Super Chat. I think this is a good way to get the Sunday morning vibes right for this game. So every $5 Super Chat will do that. I think that's pretty good right there. $10, we'll just take some shots. I got my Patron. I got the tequila ready to rock on a Sunday morning. After a night of going out on Saturday, it's just an all-time bender. And then $20, we have something called the Merbanga. I'll pour this Happy Dad in here, and guess what? I'll chug it at once. I do it pretty quickly, if I might add. So that is today's Super Chat menu. If you'd like to support the show, that's another way to do it. It's like putting a little tip in the tip jar for us here. Because, listen, it's going to be a little long day for Rolly here. But we're starting it off the right way, watching the Falcons and Jaguars, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show. And it's just another way for you guys to appreciate, and it does mean a lot. It does help us grow. It helps us hire new people. I literally just got hired a year ago, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without the support that some of you guys send on other channels. So if you want to do it here, I do appreciate that. Oh, we are so close. They're actually doing the national anthem. I got to be honest. Can I be honest with you guys? There is nothing that fires me up. Nothing that fires me up more in life than the national anthem before a sporting event. What do you, I truly do feel like that. It fires me up. Even when I used to play sports, you're sitting there, you're getting the national anthem, and all you want to do is just run through a brick wall. It fires me up, man. It fires me up. Oh, man. But I will say this. We have 160 people watching, only 11 likes. If you want the Falcons to win, like the video for a Falcons dub. We're 162. I think we should get to 80 at minimum. We got to hit that 50% like mark. I know my boy Archangel has hit the like button. I trust that he got the job done. I need everyone else to get the good vibes, get the juices flowing. Don't jinx it. You don't want to be the guy tomorrow morning at the water cooler. We're talking about the Falcons dropping this game, and they ask you, well, did you like the Falcons today live stream? Oh, you didn't. Well, this loss is on you. Don't send the bad juju out there. Hit that like button, and let's get this party started. John Smith, shout out to you, Cash. Michael Taylor says sing. I don't think you guys want to hear me sing. Trust me, you do not want to hear me sing the national anthem. I do not have a nice little voice, I tell you what. I'm a shower singer, to be honest. I sing in the shower when I'm bumping, I'm jamming, but no one else should want to hear that. Absolutely not. Oh, we are almost ready for kickoff. Continue to hit that like button. Little ticking audience, 220 people watching, 33 likes. That's unacceptable. If you want the Falcons to win, as we are about 40 seconds away from kickoff, make sure you hit that like button. Rise up, baby. Rise up in the ATL. Chris Martin, shout out from London, UK, watching a long while at work. Shout out to you, Chris Martin. That fires me up. I'll ask you, Chris, what time is it actually in London? Because obviously here in Dallas, Texas, it's 8:30. But what time is it there? That's a little confusing. I don't understand the time differences. Like, I'm not smart. Not a smart guy. I just watch football. Yeah, the offensive line's got to step up. It just has to step up. Has to step up. Dan Orlovsky on the call. I like Dan Orlovsky calling the games. I got to be honest. Continue to let me know who you got, ATL or Jacksonville. We are almost here at kickoff. They're just meeting at midfield as we speak. Coin toss, figure out who gets ball first. It's 2:30 in London. All right. That's an odd time to play a game, yeah? 2:30. I guess that doesn't really matter, though. They all cater to the East Coast. Always caters to the East Coast. Make sure to continue to hit that like button, though, as we have almost 300 people watching live. Only 40 likes. It's a little disappointing, guys. It's a little disappointing. It's going to call a spade here. All right, here's the coin toss. Let's see. The Falcons call tails. It is tails. Falcons win the toss. Falcons win the toss. They are going to defer. So the Falcons defense will be on the field first. Love starting the ball with the ball in the second half. Wait, the receiving. I thought they said decline. Now I'm confused. Interesting. I guess the Falcons offense would go on the field first. It looked like the ref initially went like this, which means they're defer, but then he turns around to the Falcons side and said accept. So now I'm confused. Yeah, Archangel, I'd rather have start on defense too. I can't tell if the ref screwed up or not, but he initially said this, which means they defer, and then the next thing you know, he turns to the Falcons side and says accept. I don't know what to do. Oh, man. It looks like T-Law is ready to go offensively, so I do kind of think the Falcons are starting on defense, which would make sense because that's what I thought they did. And then the ref pulled an all-time cop move and went like this to the Falcons. How am I supposed to know which one? Oh, type B to block the bots. The bots are trying to infiltrate Falcons today. Type B to block the bots. Okay, the Falcons are kicking. Thank goodness. What was that ref doing? Oh, man. Pinion is set to kick. The game is about to start. If you haven't already liked the video, you don't want to jinx it, and the kick is away. Pinion sends it through the back of the end zone, and we're ready to play some football in London. Let's freaking go. Owen Nelson saying Falcons are mid. No chance. Going to be 3-1. We're in a division. B to block the bots. B to block the bots. My goodness. Let's go Falcons, baby. Let's go Falcons. T-Law struggled early on. I'm very fascinated by how the defense is going to come out and play. Are you going to play man-to-man? All that we know is that the Falcons need to get pressure, and with no Troy Anderson in the middle of the defense, Nathan Landman will have to step up. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. Hands it off to ETN up the middle for about a gain of 4. Gain of 4 on first down for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's going to be a key to stop the run as well for Atlanta, because if they allow the Jaguars to get downhill, get their running game established, then the play-action game is there, and that could cause real issues on the back end. And like I said, one of the things I'm looking for the most in today's game is how will the Falcons replace Troy Anderson? How will Nathan Landman step in? They already had to do it once this week in week 2. Are they going to be able to do it for the rest of the season, as Anderson is likely out for the rest of the year? Lawrence under center. ETN in the backfield. It's a handoff to ETN. He'll run, and he'll go nowhere. Gain of 2 or 3, and it's going to bring up third down. Spam those threes. This would be absolutely massive for the Falcons to force a 3-and-out to start the game. Spam the threes. This is a tone-setting first drive, and if the Falcons are able to get off the field early, it only sets up the good vibes. Spam those threes right now. Lawrence in the shotgun, 3rd and 2. It's a wide formation. ETN in motion, coming to the backfield. It's a screen to ETN, and he will pick it up. Gain of 5. Just got by. Good play design by the Jaguars. They got him in open space and were able to block well and protect it downfield, and they pick up the first down. It's a good play design. Block the bots, type B to block the bots. My God, I hate the bots so much. So much. All right, Lawrence in the shotgun. ETN is right, Ingram in motion. It's a handoff to ETN, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. Good defense by Atlanta. Oh, it doesn't look like ETN, actually. It's Tank Bigsby, the rookie from Auburn. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. Let's get some good vibes to the defense. Type those S's for a stop. Type those S's for a stop. Let's go defense. Michael Taylor, they're too scared to throw the ball. Maybe it's a no-fly zone in the ATL, baby. I do like the Falcons secondary. As A.J. Terrell is lined up against Calvin Ridley, this can be a fascinating matchup. Lawrence back to pass, hits Evan Ingram on a short pop, and a great tackle by Jalen Hawkins. Richie Grant. Great tackle by Richie Grant. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 6, and we're going to try it again. It's 3rd down. Type those threes. Get the comment section flowing with threes. 3rd and 6. Let's get a stop. Just under 12 minutes to go in the first. Jaguars offense looks very conservative. Easy, quick passes, just running plays. They're scared to throw it deep on Atlanta. Richie Grant in the box. I love it. We got trips to the left. T-Law on shotgun. He'll back to pass. And it clocks. Oh, Grady Jarrett got there, but there's a flag, a late flag, and it looks like it's going to be a delay of game, maybe? Is that what we got here? Timeout, Jacksonville. Clock stopped randomly. The Jaguars are a little fluttered. It's just what it is. They are absolutely fluttered. But I want to take the opportunity to tell you guys that, listen, we don't do watch parties often. We're working on trying to get more. And the best way to get more watch parties on Falcons Today is to hit that sub button. We currently have 14,535 subscribers. This is the live number. If you subscribe, this number will go up, and it is just an absolute electric factory to watch this thing climb and climb. Look at it right there. Look at the thing climb and climb. If we sub, we bring you daily videos on your Atlanta Falcons during the season, during the offseason. We cover the Falcons better than anyone, and guess what? We'll do live watch parties if we continue to get the support from you guys in good numbers. So we appreciate anybody that wants to subscribe and join the rocket ship here at Falcons Today. All right, 3rd and 5, T-Law in the gun. Trips left, he gets the ball, looks right, he's going to Ingram, and it's incomplete. Jeff Okudah on the coverage. Straps! Jeff Okudah with a good play against Evan Ingram, and it's gonna force a punt for Jacksonville. What a good start from Okudah. Getting healthy. Ingram tried to run a nice little out route from the right side, and Okudah was all over it. So the punt is away for Jacksonville. Mike Hughes back, lets it drop, and the Jaguars play it perfectly. It will be downed at the 7-yard line, and that's where the Falcons will take over. Continue to hit that sub button. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. Shout out Owen Nelson. Shout out to you for spamming those 4s. Archangel's amped up about the stop. Oh, man. Want to continue to tell you guys to like that video. We have almost 808 people watching, only 76 likes. That is a little unacceptable. We have to at least get to 200. That's 25% of you. If you guys are in here hanging out, watching the game, and you love the Atlanta Falcons, want them to pick up the victory, show some love, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on. I think it's fair to get 200 likes on 800 viewers. And we just crossed 100. You know what? I'll say right now, just to kick up the good vibes, if we get to 200 likes before the Falcons take their first snap, I'm taking a shot at tequila. I don't know why it's not really showing up, but I'll show up here. I'll take a shot at tequila if we get to 200 likes. Continue to hit that like button, folks. Oh, man. Woo. That was a good start for Atlanta. Oh, B to block the bots. B to block the bots. That's what we like to see, though, out of the Falcons defense, right? Like, the first about 6 plays for Jacksonville, nothing came easy. They ran it 4 times. Ran it 3 times, threw it 3 times. But all 3 throws were quick, short, intermediate passes. I don't know if they don't trust their own offensive line. And listen, the Falcons pass rush, it's revamped, right? David Onyemata, Calais Campbell, Grady Jarrett's still there. And you have guys like Bud Dupree getting after the quarterback. But they haven't really hit home. Like the front four has struggled to get to the quarterback through 4 games or 3 games. So I'm very fascinated by that checkers to chess game that the coaches play. Are they going to try to get the ball out of the hands quick, or are they going to try to hold it because they know the Falcons pass rush won't get there? It's always a fascinating little game they play between the coaching staff. Hit that like button. We're 50 likes away. About maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds until the Falcons take a snap. If we get to 50 likes in that 30, 40 seconds, I am taking a shot of tequila to get the Sunday morning vibe started. Falcons wearing all white unis with black helmets. Very clean, very clean. 40 likes away. We got about 20 seconds. Almost 1,000 people watching. Hit that like button. 40 likes away. 40 likes away. Come on, we got about maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right, Desmond Ritter's going to start with the ball and the pistol. He gets it and hands off to Bijan. Makes a man miss and only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Poor blocking by the O-line, as that could have been a loss of 2 or 3, but Bijan made an excellent play to avoid the defensive lineman who got in the backfield. Offensive line just has to stop. But we got the 200 likes, so I'm taking a shot at tequila. I know the 200 like came in a little bit after the first play, but I got to show some love to you guys too. All right, Algier is now the back behind Ritter in the pistol. 2nd and 11, Keith Smith in motion. Michael Pruitt in motion now. Desmond Ridder waiting a little bit, 5 on the play clock. Michael Pruitt moves to the left. Ritter's going to hand it off to Algier up the middle for a gain of 2. And it's now going to be a quick 3rd and long for Atlanta. They've really struggled, the offensive line, early on this year. It's a little surprising because Petey thought it, I thought it, that this was the best part of this team, was the offensive line. They re-signed Caleb McGarry in the offseason. Chris Lindstrom got the bag because he was one of the best right guards in football. You have Jake Matthews. You drafted a left guard in the 2nd round. You expected this group to be much better than it has so far. Ritter in the backfield, Bijan in motion, Bijan to the right. Ritter's going to check it down to Bijan. One-on-one to the linebacker. He makes a miss. Can he get to the first down? He's tackled 2 yards short, and Falcons will likely have to punt. But, man, what a play by Bijan to almost get to that first down marker. He was dead to rights. Just absolutely crossed up that linebacker. Bad, dude. Made him fall, touching dirt. And then Andre Sisco with a good tackle, bringing up Bijan just short. Shot at tequila. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bradley Pinion on the punt, 4th and 2. Disappointing first drive for Atlanta, going 3 and out, and the offensive struggles from last week against Detroit rearing their ugly head early. Good tackle by Keith Smith on coverage. Punt return goes nowhere for Jacksonville. Most London games by team, the Jaguars have played the most games in London by about double the next team. They have played 10 games in London. The Dolphins have played 5. The Rams have played 4. Yeah, Leaf, I'm taking shots. This is how we do it around here, man. It's how we do it. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to take this time as we do go to TV timeout to tell you guys about our awesome our sponsor on today's show, and that is Prize Picks. Today's Falcons Today live show and watch party is sponsored by Prize Picks. If you love sports, you have to head over and play some Prize Picks. It's the largest independently owned daily fantasy sports platform in North America and is available to play in 31 states. Instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros or sharks, you pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. I made some picks and selections on today's game. I took more than on Desmond Ridder, 193.5 passing yards. I feel very good that he gets it going today. And if that happens, I like more than Drake London, 46.5 receiving yards. And then on the defensive side for Atlanta, I like A.J. Terrell to win the battle against the former Atlanta Falcon, Calvin Ridley. I have the less than 65.5 receiving yards for the ex-Falcon. Another positive of Prize Picks, they allow quick withdrawals and have easy gameplay with an enormous selection of players and stat types, which make playing DFS so much fun. You can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps, and there really is nothing better than watching a football game or a basketball game with some Prize Picks selections. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. One more time, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's watch party. All right, defense is going to have to step up again. Defense is absolutely going to have to step up. I didn't like what I saw from the offense. Very conservative play calling. First 2 plays were runs up the middle, which the Falcons have not been able to do well so far this season. And then the pass was just a check down to Bijan, which you would like to see them maybe be more aggressive in the passing game. T-Law back to pass, drops it off to Dan Arnold, I believe. No? Who is that? Farrell. Tight end for a gain of 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. CBTV, yeah, I hate the exclusive games. Me too. That's why we're here watching Falcons football together, partying up on a nice Sunday morning. Trevor Lawrence in this Jaguars offense looks very conservative. Very conservative. They're not really testing the Falcons secondary too much. Falcons showing pressure. A lot of guys on the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a play-action bootleg for Lawrence. Lawrence looking deep. Nothing there. Pressure gets to him. Scrambles out to the left and is going to pick up 20, 30s past the 50 in a big gain for Trevor Lawrence as he gets out of the pressure, evades it, and picks up a gain of 22 on the ground, excuse me. Oh, man. Good pressure by Atlanta. Couldn't get home, and the Jaguars are now in Atlanta territory. Just lost contain there, which you can't do on a quarterback that's mobile like Trevor Lawrence. Cannot lose contain. A.J. Terrell, good coverage on Ridley, but Trevor Lawrence making a great play. All right, ball at the 47 of Atlanta in the pistol for Lawrence. Christian Kirk in motion. It's going to be another bootleg for Lawrence. He's looking for Evan Ingram, nothing there, and Lawrence is going to have to scramble, and he picks up about 4 or 5. Good coverage by the Falcons secondary, who've played very well early on in this game, but Lawrence's legs are becoming a factor early on. Doug Peterson is getting them out on the perimeter, allowing Trevor, the former number 1 overall pick, and if you guys are Georgia fans, you know him very well at Clemson, get out on that perimeter and use his legs to his advantage. Defense got to make a stop here, hold him to 3. Trevor Lawrence under center. Going to hand it off to Etienne in a counter. And Etienne is going to only pick up 2 or 3 yards, which is going to bring up 3rd and 1, which means it's 3rd down. Type those 3s. It's 3rd and 1. but let's get the vibes out to the defense, and let's get a stop. Gonna need Grady Jarrett and Onyemata and Calais Campbell to make a difference on this play. You imagine that it's 4-down territory for the Jaguars. And they do quick snap, and Calais Campbell with pressure. They do a quick snap, play action pass. Campbell gets to Lawrence, and Lawrence had to throw it away. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 1. What a play by Calais Campbell off the edge, not to bite on the play fake, grab Lawrence's leg and bring him down. Lawrence did get rid of it, it looked like, before throwing it away. So it's going to be 4th down now, 4th and 1. The Falcons are going to be up to the task on a stop. Lawrence and the offense are out. Type those 4s now. Let's see if the Falcons can get a stop. Lawrence is in the shotgun. He looked left to pass. He's still looking. Over the middle, caught by Christian Kirk, defended by A.J. Terrell, and the Jaguars pick up the 1st down. Ah, damn it, that stinks. That would have been a massive stop for the defense. They ran a little bit of a mesh concept here. Yeah, you have 2 crossers, and then Kirk set up about 10 yards over the middle downfield. Just had a good angle on A.J. Terrell, and he's able to make the catch. Damn, that stinks. That stinks. Christian Kirk's a good ball player, man. That's why it's so confusing that the Jaguars' offense has struggled so much early on, because they have talented players around Trevor Lawrence. They have Christian Kirk. They have Calvin Ridley. They have Travis Etienne. It's very fascinating on why they have struggled so much so far offensively in this early part of the season. Make sure you guys do hit that sub button. We're at 14,589 subs. Can we get to 14,600 by the time out of this timeout? We have 1,200 people watching. I know all of y'all aren't subscribed, so continue to do that. We can watch this thing go up and up to 14. There we go. There we go. How about this? I'm going to run in place. I'm going to run in place till we get to 14,600. It's only 6 subscribers. It's only 6 subscribers. Hit that sub button. Hit that sub button. I'm running in place. Come on. 1 more. Come on. 5 more. 5 more. 5 more. Come on. Come on. Don't make me run all day. Listen, I could use to lose the weight, but don't make me run all day. There's 1 more, 4 more. Come on, Archangel saying, let's hit that sub button. You know it. You know it. There we go. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Looks like Evan Ingram actually got banged up on that last play on 4th down. He's walking off the field a little gingerly, excuse me. So injury for Jacksonville. That's why we're timeout. Appreciate all the new subscribers. I promise you guys will not regret it. I run the Falcons channel with our normal host, Matthew Peterson, who's coming back from a wedding actually in Atlanta. He was actually at the Braves-Cubs game last Friday night. He was in Atlanta for the weekend for a wedding. He's coming back later today. He might even make an appearance on today's live stream. But this is what we do here at Falcons Today. We bring you the latest news, the latest rumors, all season long, all off season long, and bring you live interactions on watch parties. I mean, who else is watching Jacksonville versus Atlanta on YouTube live for you guys on a Sunday morning? Listen, we went live at 8:15. That's freaking early, man. That's what we do here at Falcons Today. I promise you won't regret it. I promise you won't regret it. Oh. All right, the Jaguars are driving a little bit here. They're almost in the Prize Picks red zone. But send that love to the defense. Let's get the comment section rolling. Type the S for stops. Got to send some love to the defense. Hold them to 3 here, and hopefully the offense can get going on their second possession. Lawrence is in the pistol. He hands it off to, I don't even know who that is, but a great play by our main man, Jesse Bates, who flies from the secondary to make a tackle for a loss of 3. What a play by Jesse Bates. And I tell you what, his contract has been worth it and more. That was Dearness Johnson, actually, for Jacksonville. But what a play by Bates. He has been nothing short of spectacular for the Falcons early on in the season. He had 2 interceptions in week 1 against the shitty Carolina Panthers. 2nd and 13 now. Trevor Lawrence in the gun. Takes the snap, looks right, look middle, pressure by Richie Grant. Lawrence evades it, fires to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Damn it. damn it, man. God. Touchdown, Jacksonville. I don't know how that happened, but Calvin Ridley with a 20-yard touchdown. Richie Grant comes free in the pressure, misses the sack, and then I don't know what happened in the secondary, but Calvin Ridley was wide open. Extra point is up. It's good. God damn it, man. It's on ESPN, Big Arc, man. I don't know what happened. I'd love to see the back end video of that because he was wide open, man. He was wide open. Like, you're not going to find someone more wide open than that usually. Like, for real. He was wide. God, man, that really stinks because the Falcons' defense was looking so good early on, and all they got is one beat. They got beat on one play. Miscommunication, I don't know. Big Arc, man, it's on ESPN+. ESPN+. T-Square saying, oh, that play was Ritter's fault. Yeah, listen, this is a very divisive season for the Falcons because a lot of the fans are split on Ritter. Like, is he the guy? Is he not the guy? Obviously, Falcons 2-1. I think my take on the situation from Atlanta's perspective is I think Atlanta knows that he is not the long-term franchise quarterback play. But what they wanted to do is use last season, or offseason, I should say, to build a good nucleus. Sign a lot of good defensive players in free agency. Kay Ellis, Onyemata, Jesse Bates. Trade for Jeff Okudah. Potentially extend him this offseason. Draft Bijan, have a good O-line. And this, the way they have to see it, or way they want to play it, is to just see if Ritter could be that guy, give him the chance to, and then realistically, if it doesn't happen, draft a quarterback this upcoming year. Because you already got a really good roster around him. You do. And so it's just a question of who's going to be that franchise quarterback for Atlanta. I hope it's Desmond, man. I do, but we'll have to see. He'll have to see. 1,500 people watching. Shout out to everyone that tuned in on a Sunday morning, getting your Sunday right with Falcons today. And if you want the Falcons to win, make sure you hit that like button. We have 1,600 people watching, only 280 likes. Let's get to 500 likes. Continue to hit that like button. I know not everyone's a Falcons fan in here, but hit that like button. It helps support us. It helps push the stream to more Falcons fans and more Jaguars fans. And we'll just create a really cool atmosphere in the chat if you guys hit that like button. It's another way to help the channel. I'll show you. I could show our super chat menu because I like the party as well. But kick is away. Cordell Patterson, first action of the season, will let it go in the back of the end zone, and the Falcons will take over at the 25. All right, so they're showing the replay now. Let's see. Oh, yeah. A.J. Terrell got caught looking in the backfield. So what happened is Trevor Lawrence, the Falcons brought a blitz. And what A.J. Terrell was doing was playing the sticks, playing 7 yards downfield, saying, well, this blitz is going to hit home. He's going to have to get it out quickly. And then he didn't, and he was able to just get beat deep. Desmond Ritter in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass, nothing there. We'll try to scramble up the middle and gets brought down for a gain of nothing. Gain of nothing. This Falcons O-line, man, it's going to have to start getting better. And this is a tough D-line for Jacksonville. They have Josh Allen. They have Trayvon Walker. It's a good O-line. It's a good D-line, man. Anonymous, the Houston Texans Chat Sports host, is really good. Is that Jeremy Chuggs' burner? All right, Ritter in the pistol again. Algier behind him. Bijan in motion. They're going to hit Bijan, a nice little screen game, and it's only going to go for about 2 or 3 yards. Conservative play calling for Atlanta is going to bring up a 3rd and long. Man, this play calling's conservative, man. I don't know if Ritter doesn't trust himself to look downfield and throw it. The play calling doesn't want him looking downfield to throw it, or they just want to get out of the hands quickly so the pass rush of Jacksonville can't hit home. but they are not letting Ridder sling the rock. They haven't really ran the ball either, to be honest. Ridder in the gun now. Bijan to the right. Kyle Pitts in motion. I'd love to see him get involved. Matt Collins in the slot. Oh, and the Jaguars look to jump off side here. Were they coursed by Atlanta, or did Clavion Chason jump off sides on his own? Let's see here. This would be massive. It would go from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 1 if it's on the defense. And it is on the defense. Ref is looking the wrong way like an idiot, not looking towards the camera. Let's figure it out. Stripes, come on, Zebras. But it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Atlanta, which is massive because it turns this from a 3rd and medium where they'd have to pass it to now a 3rd and 1 where they can get downhill bully ball and use Algier or Bijan to pick up that first down. Big time mistake. But they're going to go 5 wide. Wow, this is a shocker. Ridder in the gun, 5 wide. I don't understand this play call. He looks back to pass. Nothing there, and he's sacked. Josh Allen gets home and sacks Desmond Ridder. What is that play call, man? What is that play call? It's 3rd and 1. You're a run-first football team. Why are you 5-widing spread offense in the gun with Desmond Ridder on 3rd and 1? That makes no sense. What is that play calling, man? Yeah? Not good? Okay. Bradley Pinion back to punt, almost gets blocked, but it's a good punt. He flips field position. Jaguars going to take over at the 25-26. Sam Brown comes in and says, this game's also on the Toy Story. I don't know what channel that's on.
It's on like ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Well, this game, the normal stream's on ESPN Plus too.
I always feel bad.
Yeah, that's brutal. So are they like, is it like animatronic, like gameplay? Like
Yeah, like they do the play like after the play happens.
that seems like a disaster. That seems like just a train wreck. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't realize that they were doing this on a Toy Story stream. That's just flat out ridiculous. All right, defense is going to need to pick up the offense. I just can't get over the play calling there. 3rd and 1, and you freaking go 5 wide, spread offense, and you try to throw the ball. Get downhill. Run it with Bijan and Algier. The best RB duo in the game, man. Use them. Just pisses me off. Trevor Lawrence under center. Play action. It's going to be a screen to ATN. There looks like a lot of room on the side, but a great tackle on the boundary. I believe that was Jeff Okudah with D. Alford, with a shoestring tackle to save a potential 25, 30-yard gain. I mean, there was 3 blockers and like 2 defensive players, and Alford dives and gets the shoestring tackle. That was fantastic by D. Alford. I can't stress enough how good of a play that was from Alford. That won't show up in the box score. It will just show up as a tackle, but that saved about 25, 30 yards for the defense. What a play by D. D's nuts. Sorry, had to. Trevor Lawrence under center. He's going to hand it off to Etienne. He's going to pick up the first down. 2nd and 2. Richie Grant on the stop. And the chains are moving in Jacksonville. So it's fascinating the way this game is played early on. Jaguars offense has been really methodical, run game, short passing game, only taken 1 shot on the busted coverage from Atlanta, which resulted in a touchdown. But other than that, they have not looked to throw it deep. 105 yards for Jacksonville and 5 to Atlanta. This is piss poor. Play action for Trevor Lawrence. He's looking deep now. Great pocket, fires deep, has a man. It's Christian Kirk, and he's going to pick up about 30 yards. Just wide open, Christian Kirk, play action, crosser, no one around him. Arnold Ebiketie with the stop. I don't know what he was doing downfield. Oh, it's just a good route, man. Closest defender when the catch was made was Richie Grant. So what happened was play action. Christian Kirk was in the slot, was going across the formation, stopped and pivoted and went back to the boundary and made a great route. It was a good route, good throw, good play concept. Oh, this Falcons defense is going to have to step up because this game could get 2 scores early. Etienne with the carry. Tanks Bigsby breaking tackles. He's picking up 9 yards. This is not the start you wanted if you're Atlanta. Gain of 6. I tell you what, this ESPN Plus stream does not have the blue and yellow lines for first down and line of scrimmage, and it just is absolutely messing with my brain to see how many yards are picked up on a play-to-play basis. I just am getting so frustrated. Oh, man. Show some love to the defense, though. Get those S's in the chat for stop. Get in the stops in the chat. Play at or hand off to Tank Bigsby. He's going to pick it up and more. Tackle by Richie Grant. There's a flag, though. Hopefully this is holding. I think it is. There's another flag. I believe we're going to have 2 flags here. I think one's going to be holding on Jacksonville, and the other might be a late hit by either Calais Campbell or someone on Jacksonville. So there could be 2 penalties on the Jaguars to back them up, which would be huge for the program. Because the Jaguars' offense is moving. Leaf, I don't think Kyle Pitts is the biggest bust in Falcons history. I just think they're not using him, man. And listen, we forget he had 1,000 yards as a rookie tight end. That is record-setting stuff with a washed Matt Ryan, all due respect. It's just that the past 2 years, he's been hurt, and the quarterback play hasn't been good in Atlanta. Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder have not been great. Oh. Let's see what the call is. They're still deliberating about it. Calais Campbell's hot. He's not happy about something. What are they going to call? They both flags on the Jaguars. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. That's declined by Atlanta. And holding is accepted by Atlanta, which is smart because it was 2nd and 2. And if they accepted the personal foul, they still would have gotten the first down, and it would have been 1st and 25. First and 25 from like the 15 or 25-yard line. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and 12 from the 41. So I think I agree with that decision by Arthur Smith to back them up a little bit. This will likely be the last play of the first quarter. About 30 seconds left. Trevor Lawrence in the gun. Evan Ingram in motion. Lawrence, this would be a big stop for Atlanta to force a field goal. Lawrence back to pass. Looking over the middle. Fires. Caught by Evan Ingram. Good tackle by Nathan Landman. That will only be about a gain of 3. That'll end the first quarter. And the Falcons will have a good opportunity to get a stop coming out of the break. Not good offense, but I tell you what, the defense for Atlanta is playing bend but don't break right now. They're approaching the Prize Picks red zone. Not quite there yet, but if you'd like, you get a $100 deposit match on your first deposit at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS. I make selections all the time. It's the best way to play daily fantasy sports. They're the best in the business. My favorite app right now. I actually put some selections on this game. I had more than Desmond Ridder, 193.5 passing yards. To be honest, that doesn't look great right now, but hopefully Desmond and the offense could pick it up in the second half. I also took more than Drake London, 46.5 receiving yards, because I assumed, hey, if Ridder's going to throw for 200 plus, Drake London's got to catch at least 50. Am I right? Then I took less than on Calvin Ridley, 63.5 receiving yards. He only has about 22 right now, but he does have the lone touchdown in the game. Once again, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It's the best in the game. I tell you what, you're losing fun, you're losing money, not taking advantage of that bonus. This is the Super Chat menu of today's show. First time Super Chat, you're going to Dirty Birds call. Dirty Birds! Every first Super Chat gets on screen. $5, we're teabagging the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. The new people in the audience, this is what the T-Law and the Jags look like. We got our tea right here, a little teabag action here for $5. $10, I'm taking a shot at tequila, which I did for when we crossed 200 likes. And $20, I'm pouring this Happy Dad in this Merbong I might as well show you, and I'll chug it. I do it in about 8 to 10 seconds. I can chug a beer quite quickly, I'd say. $20 for that. We also don't have a Super Chat today. Who's going to pop the cherry? who's going to pop the cherry? You never forget your first, and it'd be nice to get this party started right now. Send the good vibes. Get the good mojo flowing to Atlanta. It's also just another way to support the show and help us out here, because any tip, any super chat is appreciated, because it helps us turn the lights on. It helps us grow our staff, helps us bring more content for you guys on Falcons Today. So that's our super chat menu if you'd like to. What's up, Jack? No one's taking advantage. I thought it was a great idea, but no one's taking advantage of it. Hey, Nachos getting us started, baby. That's what we like to see. Flash you on screen in a second. And Jeff Wagner. There we go. We're starting to get the party rocking a little bit as Lawrence back to throw. Looks deep. Incomplete. Good play to get a stop for Atlanta. They brought the pressure. Got a hit on Lawrence and D. Elford in the slot. Excellent coverage. Did not let Christian Kirk get free. Jesse Bates came in on a safety blitz here, untouched, and got an absolute lick on Trevor Lawrence. And great coverage by D. Elford to force an incompletion. And it's going to be a 57-yarder. This is deep. McManus kicks it from 57. It's good. Damn. That was an impressive kick. That was an impressive kick. But the Jaguars go up 10-0 now. God, McManus is a stud, man. He's got a boot. But I'll take that as a win for Atlanta. I take that as a win for Atlanta. They were driving, forced a snap. Now the offense just has to get going. Let's show some of these super chats. Shout out to all of you. It started with Nachos. $10 super chat. Let's get some tequila rocking, fella. Let's get rocked on a Sunday morning. I know Saturdays and Friday nights are when people like to party, but we party all the time here at Chat Sports. Shout out to Nachos. Ooh. I tell you what, also, I haven't ate anything this morning, so this could get dicey if we get rolling on the shots. This could get really dicey. But shout out to Jeff Wagner. Consider your cherry popped. Oh, my cherry's been popped. You never forget your first one. Oh, boy. Mannequin almost goes down. That's Teabag T-Law. Shout out to Jeff Wagner. Wagner, I appreciate. Sorry if I'm saying it. Well, here we go. Teabag the T-Law. Teabag the Jaguars and T-Law. And then we got American Radass. Watch you every day. I like the good work. Appreciate you, American. Thanks for tuning in. We're Teabag and T-Law for American. Hopefully this gets the vibes flowing for the Falcons offense. Shout out to you guys. We appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to us. Me, Matthew Peterson. It helps us bring you guys the best coverage day in, day out. And it allows us to get more coverage and more content for you guys. All right. Desmond Ridder in the gun. Bijan behind him. Haven't seen a lot of Cordell Patterson on the offensive side thus far. It's going to be a pitch to Bijan. He's got room to work with, and he picks about 4 or 5 yards. It looked like he had a lot of room to work with, but tripped up, gain of 4 or 5. Oh, man. Ooh. All right, the offense needs to sustain a drive here. Can't go 3 and out again. They've gone 3 and out twice. I'm still a little fed up, if we're going to be honest, about the play calling on 3rd and 1, going 5 wide spread. That pissed me off. Like, seriously pissed me off. Ridder in the gun. Jonnu Smith in motion. Now Mac Hollins is coming in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Nope. Play action. Ridder looking deep. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Target was Drake London. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Man, I tell you what. A 3 and out here would just be absolutely horrific. It would just be absolutely disgusting with another 3 and out. Because here's the thing. Like, the defense is going to get gassed if they're just constantly on the field. The offense has to sustain a drive to give your defense a break, let alone just put up points. You have to at least pick up first downs. 3rd and 6, Bijan next to Ridder in the shotgun. London and Hollins at the top. Kyle Pitts at the bottom of the screen. Ridder takes the snap, looking middle, fires middle. Got a man! It's Jonnu Smith for a first down. Type those ones. It's the first time we're able to bring that out today. But type those ones for first down Atlanta. That's huge. Good play by Desmond Ridder here. Surveys the field, looks left, has Jonnu Smith, sits down right in that soft coverage and hits him right in the stomach. That's the type of play you want to see out of Ridder. Taking the snap, taking it back, hits his back foot, sets his feet, and fires. Now it's a handoff to Bijan, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and only picks up about 1 yard. Nowhere to run for Bijan, and the Atlanta offensive line is struggling early. This might be a game where Desmond Ridder is required to win this game with his arm. Because I don't want to say this right now and jinx it, but this offensive line has really struggled early on against the Jaguars defense. Oh, man. Almost 2,000 people watching. We appreciate you. Only 370 likes. Let's get that number up to 500. Keith Smith in motion. He's going to settle in next to Ridder in the pistol. Ridder fake pitches to Algier. Now looking deep. He wants it all for Drake London. Incomplete. No flag. London went almost for a one-hander. I wasn't sure if there was going to be some arm grabbing, but nothing. I don't hate that ball. It's just good defense. He goes in a little double coverage, but it was actually a good ball. He gave his wide receiver a chance, just good coverage from Campbell in the secondary for Jacksonville. All right, 3rd and 9. It's 3rd and 9. Going to have to make a play. Falcons, Desmond Ridder's going to have to make a play. Ridder back to pass. Jaguars bring a blitz. A lot of pressure. He's sacked. God damn it. Josh Allen again. They brought a blitz from the secondary, and Josh Allen gets home. Man, oh man. Ridder's got to recognize. Clearly blinging a blitz. And what is Bijan Robinson doing? Bijan goes to help the right side and help Chris Lindstrom, but he didn't need help. Bijan needed to pick up Hendon coming in. God, man. Just disappointing stuff from this offense. Yeah, I need another set. Punt by Pinion, picked up by Kirk. Going to be returned to the 19-yard line, and the Jaguars will take over there. God, this Falcons offense is just really struggling, man. Really struggling. Oh, God, that's frustrating. All right, we do head to a TV timeout, and with almost 2,000 people watching, I have to tell you guys about our sponsor today, and that is Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the largest daily fantasy sports app on the planet in North America and is available to play in 31 states. Instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks, you can pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. I've had so much fun testing my skills during this football season, and with NBA season just around the corner, I couldn't be more excited for that as well. If you have similar skills to mine, which maybe you don't, maybe you do, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps with the most exciting daily fantasy app on the planet. These are my picks today for the game in London. I have Desmond Ridder more than 193.5 passing yards, more than Drake London, 46.5 receiving yards. Those two don't look good right now, and less than Calvin Ridley, 65.5 receiving yards. Go to prizepicks.com and /CLNS and use code CLNS for first deposit bonus match up to $100. One more time. chatsports.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS for first deposit match up to $100. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's watch party. Couldn't do it without them. They are just the best in the business. Let's get the comment section flowing. It's early. It's breakfast time on the East Coast, on the West Coast, Central Time. Wherever you're at, it's breakfast time. So I want to know. Let me know what you guys are eating. 2,000 of you guys watching. Let me know what y'all are eating today. Let me know. Let me know. So I'm just putting the link in the chat for you guys on Prize Picks. JR says, finna go back to sleep. I'm dead. Listen, I'm not going to lie. This has been an ugly showing from the Falcons offense. It's not been great. It's been very frustrating. Especially, I'm telling you right now, when I watch sports, I watch my teams, I take the little things and that happen, and I just do not let them go. I am so mad still about that 3rd and 1 play call of 5 wide in the gun. Run the damn ball. I feel like Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. Oh, fumble! Oh, my God. Evan Ingram had a 5-yard catch. Jesse Bates poked the ball loose, but Evan Ingram was able to recover. God damn. That was a catch and a fumble. Damn. I tell you what, you can blame a lot of things on why the Falcons has been struggling over the past 2 games against Detroit and now Jacksonville. You cannot blame Jesse Bates. He has just been nothing short of spectacular. Oh, we got a first-time super chat from Tristan Mary. We'll get that on screen here in a second. Falcons fans aren't going to love that message on there, but we'll show you. We appreciate you, Tristan. Oh, we got a challenge. Arthur Smith is challenging if this is a catch or not, which is an interesting move. But Tristan, $10 super chat, Duval. I'm not going to say that any more time, but I do have to show some love. So for that $10 super chat, you get 2 things. You get a shot because it's a 10, and you also get, because of a first-time super chat, because this is what we do every first-time super chat today, get a Dirty Birds chant. Dirty Birds! I know he probably doesn't want that because he seems like a Jaguars fan, but here's the tequila shot, number 3 on the day. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Appreciate you, Tristan, for that $10 super chat. I'll ask you guys this, though. Was it a catch? Type C for catch. Type N for no. All right, Ice Creeper plays. We don't play like that, man. Don't play like that. Don't say that. If you guys continue to spam that word, you guys are going to get booted. You guys are going to get booted. Shout out to you, Tristan. I know you're a Jaguars fan, but I appreciate you coming on the stream, showing love. I do appreciate that a lot. Do appreciate it, Tristan. So you guys are saying catch. I actually believe it. I do think it was a catch. I would be typing my C's. Man, just I mean, it stinks because obviously the Falcons would have liked it to be a catch and Jesse Bates would have recovered that fumble. Obviously not the case. But then now Arthur Smith challenges it to try to get 5 yards. To me, I don't think challenging this, because it's such a bang-bang play to where I don't think you can confidently say it was a catch or it wasn't a catch. And the fact that they call it a catch kind of to me means they're not going to overturn it. So I think this is going to stand. But with it being said, they're going to lose a timeout and they're going to lose a challenge, which means if they want to challenge another one and they get it right, they're not going to get a third one if they don't get this. I don't think the 5 yards is worth it. I don't think the 5 yards is worth this challenge. But, hey, we'll see how it works out for Arthur Smith. I think he's one of the better coaches in football. I think he's a top 10 coach in football because what he did with last year's roster was nothing short of spectacular. But this is a bold decision. I'm not going to lie. Big Fields 55 says, I feel like every team is trying to tank this year. Listen, Caleb Williams looks good, man. I think that's a catch. And it seems like the play is going to stand. Just a horrible decision by Arthur Smith. But out of the timeout, Christian Kirk gets a screen pass. It's going to be picking about 2 or 3, which brings up 3rd down. Can the Falcons get off the field? It's 3rd and 2. Spam those 3s. Falcons need a stop. Falcons need a stop. I hated that challenge from Arthur Smith, but if the Falcons get a stop, it'd be good. Jaguars hurt in the line. Now they audible. Now it's 5 wide. Falcons defense is confused. And it's going to, good coverage. T-Law tries to scramble. He is short. That's going to bring up 4th down. That is a big-time play by the Falcons defense. They come out of the huddle. They sprint to the line. T-Law was under center. They bring it back 5 wide. He looks, try to catch the Falcons defense by surprise. Nothing there. Runs up. And a great play by David Onyemata and Bud Dupree to force 4th down. That is a big-time play for the program. Forcing a punt, and it's now time for the Falcons offense to go to work. Good punt. Mike Hughes fair catches it, and the Falcons offense will take over at their own 14-yard line. But that was a big-time stop. Absolutely massive. Oh. That was big time. That was legit a big-time play. Because you know how difficult it is to have the offense sprint to the line. So you got to get prepared for the QB sneak on 3rd and 1. And then they quickly go back to 5 wide. You have the communication it takes to be able to defend that well was just fantastic. What will happen on this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt. Hopefully one of the first 2. Desmond Ridder under center, that rarely happens. Algier in backfield, motion Keith Smith. It's going to be a handoff to Algier. And Algier picks up a good gain of 5. I think the Falcons have to set the tone in the run game. Archangel said it as I said it, because Archangel and I are we're linked, because he's the realest of the real. But give me more under center Desmond Ridder. Give me more smash mouth football. That's the identity of this team. Get in the smash mouth football, run the ball under center, and that sets up play action, which is how Desmond Ridder is going to have to be, and that's where he needs to have the most success. Desmond Ridder back in the gun. It's Algier behind him. Looks like Ridder's making a check. Matt Collins in motion. Ridder gets the snap. Is going to hand it off to Algier. Not a lot there. It's going to be a loss of 2. Oh, man. Just horrible. Just horrible. It's going to bring up another 3rd and long. 3rd and 8. Loss of 3. God, this Falcons offense has just been so bad, man. So bad. It's really disappointing. 3rd and 8. Ridder's going to have to pick it up with his arm. Kyle Pitts in motion. Slips in motion. What the hell? Not everything going wrong for Atlanta today. Ridder in the gun. Bijan to his left. Ridder back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Checks it down to Bijan. One-handed catch. Bijan looking for the edge. He picks it up. What a play by Bijan Robinson. This is why he was taken 8th overall. Ridder's checked down a little errant. He just snags it with his left hand, one-handed, and then makes the secondary member miss. What a play from the rookie out of Texas. Just absolutely made a miss and picked up 10. Bijan is an absolute stud. The 2 best players on this team, no doubt, is Bijan Robinson and Jesse Bates. A.J. Terrell is probably 3, but Bijan and Bates are absolutely amazing. What a play by Bijan. Now it's going to be a fake handoff to Bijan. Out to Jonnu Smith in the flat. He picks up about 6 yards. And there we go. Falcons offense getting some momentum after a good play by Bijan. He sets the tone for this Falcons offense. He sets the tone. You know, I've been very critical of this Falcons offense thus far. But if they're able to get a touchdown, Falcons D gets a stop, and then get a field goal before half, you're tied 10-10 going into the break, and then you could come out of it with the ball. That's big time. That's big time. Ridder under center again. Algier in the backfield. Keith Smith lined in at fullback. It's going to be a handoff to Algier. He's going to drive and pick up, I believe, the 1st down. Nice little gain of 4 for Algier. Move those chains for Atlanta. Move those chains. Type those ones. 1st down, Falcons. Archangel, I couldn't agree more. Bijan is the future of this team. Hate that it's not a quarterback, but Bijan is hopefully going to end his career with 8+ seasons in Atlanta and go down as the best Falcons RB of all time. It's very possible. But type those ones for the 1st down. Desmond Ridder in the gun. It's by himself. It's 5 wide. Jonnu Smith, Kyle Pitts, Matt Collins, Bijan. And that looks like Scotty Miller. Ridder throws. It's caught. It's actually Kadarius Hodge, and that's going to be a first down. That's a really good play by Ritter. Pressure in his face, actually got hit by the defender in the face mask, and he fired a dart to Kadarius Hodge. That's the type of play by Desmond Ritter that makes you think, hey, we might have something here. You just need to see more of that. Pressure in your face, back foot, fire a dart over the middle of the field for a first down. That is a big time play by number 9. Ritter under center now. It's Bijan in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Bijan on the counter. Bijan's got room. He picks up about 8 or 9. He might have even got the first. No, he'll pick up 8 yards. ESPN is being fraudulent with no yellow line. I have no clue where the first down marker is. I am all eyeballing every yardage. This stinks. Oh, but I love what I'm seeing out of Bijan Robinson. Love what I'm seeing out of Bijan. Desmond Ritter in the gun. It's 2nd and 2. Bijan in the pistol behind QB1. They got Keith Smith in. A lot of Keith Smith today. I don't hate that, by the way. Pistol, it's going to be a handoff to Bijan, and he picks up about 4 yards. It's another first down for Atlanta. Spam those ones. A sustained drive for the Falcons, the first time of the day. And the way this drive is working, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last drive of the first half. They are moving very methodical. Just taking their time, clock bleeding, picking up those ones. Spam those ones. This has been the Bijan drive. This drive is made possible because Bijan had an excellent play on 3rd and 8. This is a 5-minute drive that picked up 42 yards. Don't see that often. Ritter back to pass, looks right, fires, it's intercepted. It's going to be returned for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Desmond Ritter stinks. He stinks. This dude stinks. I don't think Desmond's the guy, man. I don't want to overreact in the moment, but the offense has not been good through the first 4 games, 3.5. Desmond Ritter threw just a horrible pick 6. And now it's 17-0. And now this Falcons team, are they going to be able to come back from 17? Darius Williams with the pick 6. Ritter tried to find Drake London on a little crosser. Darius Williams read it like a book. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Dude, I have tried my best to remain confident and optimistic about Desmond Ritter the entire year, the entire offseason. Everyone said the Falcons are going to stink because of Desmond Ritter. And I said the roster is too good around him. He's just got to game manage. Just has to get the ball in the hands of his playmakers, not turn the ball over. And Desmond Ritter can't do that. A pick 6? Man. A lot of people are saying Taylor Heineke time. But here's the thing. And here's the thing, right? Heineke, would he make this offense better? I do think he might make the offense better. But the one problem I have with putting Taylor Heineke in the game is if you go to Taylor Heineke and you bench Desmond Ritter, unless Heineke gets hurt, you can't go back to Desmond. So once you make that move, you have officially stated that Ritter is not the starting quarterback of this team. He never will be, and you will not start him again. So you have to toe that fine line of starting benching Desmond Ritter and letting it ride out. But man, is this disappointing, as I have the worst voice crack on America. God, fuck. I want to say a lot of words I can't say right now, but my goodness, Desmond Ritter, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Falcons were finally having some momentum on offense. He just makes a boneheaded play. Boneheaded play. And now you're playing catch-up the entire game. And you don't want to try to play catch-up against the Jacksonville Jaguars because they are a good football team. I don't care they're 1-2. They are a good football team. That is so annoying, man. So annoying. And the biggest problem that I have now with this game is that the Falcons are no longer able to run their offense through the run game, right? Because if they do that, they're just going to burn the clock, and you're down 17. I know it's a lot of ball game left, but you have to come back in this game through the air. Through the air. Make sure you do hit that like button. We have 441 likes. Can we get to 500? Let's get to 500 likes. We're only 60 away. We're only 60 away. Hit that like button. Get the vibes flowing. If we get to 500 likes, maybe the Falcons will start to come back. But this has just been an absolute train wreck so far. Ritter play action. He's going to look over the fit, and it's picked again. Andre Cisco picks it off. This might be a pick six. But he fumbles, and the Jaguars pick it up. Are you kidding me? Desmond Ritter's got to get benched. Desmond Ritter is a fucking bum. He cannot play anymore. I just said that once you bench Ritter, you can't go back. I think it's time. I think it is time. This dude stinks. Back-to-back picks. This dude is horrible. Desmond Ritter's done. This Falcons team is so talented, and you're wasting it because Desmond Ritter is horrible. Horrible. And now the Jaguars are in the Prize Picks red zone. The Falcons might stink because of Desmond Ritter, but Prize Picks certainly doesn't stink. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. I use Prize Picks all the time. It's my favorite app on the planet right now. You know, it's not one of my favorite things on the planet. Desmond Ritter. This guy is horrific. Horrific. And I really do mean this. I tried to be optimistic towards Desmond Ritter. I was a Desmond Ritter truther. But I just can't do it anymore. I can't. This guy is bad. He's a bad football player. Trevor Lawrence, after the handoff, picked up 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8. He's back to pass. Looks over the middle. It's caught by Christian Kirk. That's going to be a first down and set up 1st and goal at about the 8-yard line. You're in the danger of going down 24-0. I really think you might have to turn to Taylor, man. Heineke might have to be the move, man. I just don't know how you can be confident in Ritter anymore. This guy is not good, man. He is not good. This is insanely disappointing. Trevor Lawrence hands it off to ETN. He's tripped up for a gain of 1. It's going to be I guess they didn't pick up a first down on the last play. It was 3rd and 1, and that one picked up the first down. No, it's 4th and 1. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know what's more fraudulent. Desmond Ritter or this ESPN broadcast for not showing where the first down marker is. It's a guessing game the entire time. What is it, the 1950s? Show me the first down marker on TV. What a joke. But this is 4th down. It's 4th and 1. Let's get it stopped. Turn the mojo around. Come on. Come on, defense. Trevor Lawrence, play action. It's covered well. It's covered well. Sacked! The Falcons defense hold up strong. Anya Mata and Grady Jarrett get to Trevor Lawrence and get a stop. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. It's a turnover on downs. Type those TOs. Falcons have some life. They were dead, but now they are alive. Great coverage on 4th and 1, and a big-time sack by Grady Jack and Onyemata. This Falcons secondary is playing well. They are. They've only given up 10 points. They've played well enough to give the offense a chance. The offense just stinks. It's Desmond Ridder in at quarterback still. Oh, God. Ridder is going to hand it off to Bijan. Plays called dead because I believe it was a false start on Atlanta. This is unbelievable. This is the epitome of bad offense. Good defense by Atlanta. I've loved what I've seen from the secondary. Loved what I saw from the linebackers so far today too. But this offense is not helping anyone. 1st and 15 for Atlanta. Their own 7-yard line. Michael Pruitt in motion. Bijan, the running back. Ritter's under center. They're going to hand it off to Bijan. He's going to pick up about 4. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. I just can't believe it, man. The optimism in me for Rolly Falks believes that there's a chance that the Falcons can still come back. Get points on this possession. You're down by 2 scores, either 17-7 or 17-3 at halftime. You start the second half with the ball, you score a touchdown there, and it's a 1-score game. That's the part of me that believes. It's the part of me that believes. It's the only part of me that believes in this Falcons team. But make sure you do hit that sub button. Listen, the Falcons are struggling. Desmond Ridder is struggling. But no matter what is going on with the Atlanta Falcons, we're going to cover it better than anyone. News, rumors, trade rumors, we have it all. We talk game previews as well. We have live watch parties as you're watching here. We have 2,500 people watching. I know all of you guys are not subscribed. Please do so. And if you hit that sub button, we're able to bring you guys more Atlanta Falcons content, which I know the most of you guys want. This is our live sub counter. Can we get to 15,000 by halftime? The goal was 15,000 on the day. I think we can get there by halftime. I really do. I think there's 200 of you guys that aren't subbed. Hit that sub button if you will. If we get to 15,000 today, and when we hit that margin, because I do believe Falcons fans are going to show up and get the job done, when we get to 15K, I'm taking a shot of tequila. It's tequila time. Tequila time. Oh, man. You hit that sub button. It's also, by the way, could anything be more electric than watching this number count and just go up in live time? It is so fun to watch. So fun. All right, we need these Falcons, man. Bring the vibes. Bring the vibes. I'm so disappointed, man. I really am. Like, this has been the worst. Do you guys believe the Falcons could come back as we watch the sub number climb? Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll tell you what. I said I'll take a shot at tequila if we get to 15,000 subscribers by the game, and I still will do this. But if we get to 15,000 subscribers by halftime, so in 2 minutes, I will do a beer bong. I'll drink an entire Happy Dad at once. It's actually a Happy Mom. It's the raspberry one. But oh, man. Continue to hit that sub button. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Everyone who's joined the channel. We just like to have fun over here at Falcons today. As Ritter's back to pass, he fires, has his man Drake London. He will be pushed out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 5, maybe? Bring 140 subscribers, 160 subscribers away from 15K. Let's see if we get it. Check down the Bijan Robinson on 3rd and 4. He'll get 6 and pick up that 1st down. Listen, I hate the checkdowns consistently, but it's clear to me that Ridder can't throw the ball downfield, and Bijan, whenever he gets the ball in his hands in open space, makes people miss and picks up 1st downs. So let's get Bijan more involved. Come on, Ridder. Let's get a scoring drive. He's back to pass. He's going deep. Wants it. Oh, my God. It should have been intercepted. Darius Williams dropped it, but that should have been picked off. This guy is horrible. I mean, I've never seen a quarterback play so shitty. It was one-on-one, Matt Collins. I don't mind the decision, but he just underthrew him about 20 yards. If Matt Collins was able to run under it, he would have been able to catch it. 2nd and 10, hits Kyle Pitts on a little crosser. What are you looking for, man? A mouse? There you go, brother. 3rd and 2, Desmond Ridder in the gun after the pass to Pitts. Hand off to Bijan, makes a man miss, and he's not going to pick it up, though. I don't know, man. I don't hate the idea of handing it off and trying to Bijan get the first down and just extend the drive. But this offensive line, I mean, just everything that could go bad for the Atlanta Falcons in this first half has. Literally everything. Desmond Ridder has thrown 2 picks. It should be 3. One was a pick 6. The offensive line can't do shit. The only thing that has done anything in this game is the defense. They've only given up 10 points. And they've made they've made 2 fourth-down stops. Yeah, I saw that, Steven. I was just about to bring that up. Desmond Ridder walking on the sideline. Matt Collins had some choice words to say. Some choice words. He got up in some anger and looked at him in a bad way. Steven, yeah, I'm seeing it, man. I'm seeing it. I want ESPN to flash that clip from the sideline again because Matt Collins said something to Desmond Ridder. Said something. I don't know what it is. Oh, God. All right, well, we're not in a good way right now. We're not in a good way. Minute left in the first half. Falcons are going to get shut out, that's for sure, unless some crazy things happen. But the goal now is to just go to the half 17-0 and try to regroup. I think that's the only thing we can do. Try to regroup. Trevor Lawrence in the gun. He's going to quick screen pass to Christian Kirk. Caden Ellis with a great play alongside Jesse Bates to make the tackle inbounds. That was a gain of about 6. 50 seconds and counting in the first half. I don't know what the Falcons do in the second half, man. If Ridder is the quarterback, I don't know what that tells you. Trevor Lawrence back to pass, fires over the middle, incomplete. Arnold Ebiketie in coverage alongside Caden Ellis. I find it very fascinating. This is not the first time that Arnold Ebiketie has been in coverage. DeMarco Hellams on the field seeing him action. I like that. Oh, we beginning $2 super chat. Shout out to American Radass. When was the last time we had a touchdown? Well, we're going back to week 2 against the Green Bay Packers. You're playing at about, they came back in that game, but we're talking at least 6 quarters. At least. Back to pass for Trevor Lawrence on 3rd down. Fires, has Christian Kirk on a corner route for a first down. The coverage was by D. Elford, but they pick up the first. And the Jaguars still have some time to work with. 1 timeout, 28 seconds. They're at the 42-yard line, so they can still pick up another 20 yards to get in the field goal range. Oh, man. Trevor Lawrence in the gun. All 5 defensive linemen for Atlanta are standing up. Seeing more and more of that now. They bring 5-man pressure. Lawrence fires to the left side to Christian Kirk. Incomplete. D. Elford got beat on the last play. Great coverage on that one. The pressure forced Trevor Lawrence to get it out a little bit quicker than when he wanted to. An incomplete pass. All right, defense has got to force a stop. You go into the break 17-0, you have a chance. You have a chance. 45,000 people have tuned in throughout today's show. That's just awesome, man. Shout out to all you guys. Appreciate you. 2,500 people watching right now. Appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the reason we do this. It's so fun. Lawrence back to pass. Bud Dupree with a sack. The Falcons front four finally gets home. Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, and Bud Dupree have a little tea party with Trevor Lawrence in the backfield, and that's going to end the half. The Falcons defense get a stop, and the defense for Atlanta has been spectacular today. It has been spectacular. The offense for Atlanta needs to step its game up, but the defense has been everything that you could ask for. They've played fantastic against a good offense. We're going to probably take a halftime break here. Here's our live sub number as we continue to climb to 15,000. We're about 140 away. Can we get there? Bring up halftime stats here and then maybe take a quick break. Well, let's continue to hit that sub button. Immediate first half thoughts, though. Falcons offense is bad, man. It's bad. And I can't tell if this is because, is it because of Desmond Ridder? I mean, I think so. The guy has been horrific. But you can also argue that the offensive line has done no favors. They have not been able to establish the run. And without establishing the run, this offense becomes very bad. Because if they're a one-dimensional offense and that one dimension is passing the football, you're going to have issues. You are going to have issues. Oh, man. First half stats, Desmond Ridder, oh boy. 9 of 14, 73 yards, 2 picks. Oh, man. That is bad. That is really, really bad. Oh, man. Give me a second here. We'll get these stats on screen for you guys. Calvin Ridley has the 1 touchdown for Jacksonville's offense today. 30. He's only got 1 catch for 30 yards, but it is a touchdown. Oh, man. All right, let me get these stats for you guys. Then we'll take a quick 10-minute break. Quick 10-minute break. So here are the stats from the first half. Ridder, like I said, 9 of 14, 73 yards, 2 picks. Bijan has done nothing on the ground game. He's been terrific in the ground game, or in the receiving game, excuse me. 2 catches for Jonnu Smith, 22 yards. Lawrence, not great, but he's done much. Christian Kirk with a good first half, 6 catches for 71 yards, but no touchdowns. And obviously, the 1 touchdown from Jacksonville's offense came on a Calvin Ridley 30-yarder. But we're going to take a quick break at halftime. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the second half. See you guys then. Appreciate you, and we'll see who starts the second half at quarterback for Atlanta. Is it going to be Desmond Ridder? Is it going to be Taylor Heineke? I guess we'll find out soon enough.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into our second half for the watch party that has quickly gone down the toilet, unfortunately. The Falcons trailing the Jags 17-0. Matthew Peterson here, joining Rolly for the second half as my flight from Atlanta got in a little bit later, but we're ready to roll, and we're ready to see Desmond Ridder maybe turn it around, Rolly, or is it Taylor Heineke season sooner rather than later?
Well, Arthur Smith said at halftime here that there's no plan to make a switch at quarterback as Bijan Robinson is breaking one loose, Petey. He's going all the way.
Look at him go.
2nd and 1, big-time run from Bijan. But Arthur Smith said that he's not even considering changing quarterbacks. So looks like we're in for a Desmond Ridder show.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Ridder the rest of the way, but I think you're going to have a lot of speculation throughout the week. And remember, even though the Falcons are playing in London today, they do not have the bye next week. They opted not to have the bye following the London game. That was their choice. They go home and play Houston. So it's going to be a jam-packed week. But with a big Bijan Robinson run, he has Atlanta in business at 1st and 10 from the Jags 28, handoff here to number 7, and Bijan gets another 3 yards on the ground. So it is the Falcons trying to get on the board for the first time today. Offense stalled out. I mean, 2 interceptions did not help from Desmond Ridder in the first half, but with or without those interceptions, you didn't see a lot of explosive plays regardless, right, Rolly?
No, I mean, the Falcons' offense was really struggling. Ridder tried to take some shots down the field. This didn't really work out for him. Like, he underthrew Matt Collins, who seemed like he had a man beat, and ended up almost being picked off. It was lucky not to be his 3rd interception of the game.
Play action here for Ridder, and he throws it to the feet of Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I mean, Kyle Pitts, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of funny stuff on Twitter. I don't know if you saw this. Kyle Pitts is the toy in Andy's, closet that never comes out of the packaging.
I'll say this.
There's nothing going on with Pitts right now.
I don't know if you saw this play on your drive-in or flight in, but early in the game, it was 3rd and 1, and you'd think the Falcons would go under center and run the football on 3rd and 1. What they do? 5 wide.
That's bold.
Desmond Ridder sacked.
That is some Ole Miss shit right there. All right, 3rd and 7. Atlanta's at Jacksonville's 25. Ridder is in 5 wide right now. Quick throw. That is caught, first down.
Now, that was actually a good throw. That could have easily been a pick 6 too, but Ridder rifled it in there on the correct side of the wide receiver and was able to pick up a first down to sustain the drive, and we're in the Prize Picks red zone.
So we'll tell you more about Prize Picks later on, but that's a good throw right there and a good catch as well, as Atlanta is now in the Prize Picks red zone.
See, that's the type of stuff there, PD, that makes you think, well, there's some good things here.
Handoff to Bijan, and he is only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Rolly talked about this as I came in. Oh, there's a TV on the wall now. I just noticed that.
Yeah, that was new when I walked in this morning.
Yeah, I flew in on a 7:30 flight this morning, so I'm a little bit, on the red eye here, and there's a new TV mounted on the wall, and that's like coming home from school and your mom got you the new Madden.
I thought I was gonna get to watch the game on the big screen.
Yeah. 2nd and 9 though. Falcons at Jacksonville's 15. Ridder's gonna throw, dumps it off, and Algier unable to make the squeeze.
I'd say I'd pick that up just in case.
I can't hear you.
Garrett.
Yeah. 3rd and 9. All right, here we go.
See what the Falcons
Quiet down. Falcons trying to cut into the 17-0 deficit. A lot of work to do in the second half. Ridder's going to be in shotgun on 3rd down.
5 of 5 for 46 yards on this drive.
There's only one place this ball should be going. It's to number 5, Drake London. 3rd and 9. He throws to London. Touchdown!
Petey, you come back and we score!
3rd and 9, and Jacksonville thinks it is not a touchdown. I don't know what replay they just watched. It's 6 points for the Falcons, baby.
They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, what's the hesitation here? This is a touchdown. What am I missing? He clearly catches it. Touchdown.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 feet inbounds, and we didn't get the knee, but it's fine. We got the 4 feet anyway.
Yeah, that's a touchdown, no doubt.
I mean, that's a play where you kind of go backyard football there. It's not about going through the progressions. Throw it to Drake London. he's going to make great plays. And that's exactly what he did. 15-yard touchdown grab for number 5. And Younghoe Koo's extra point is up, and it is good. So 10-point lead for the Jags, but chipping away like Team USA at the Ryder Cup, baby. That's all you can hope for.
Listen, Petey comes back and we score a touchdown. That's just all-time stuff.
I think Roley got some good defense for us in the first half. I mean, it wasn't the Falcons who gave up 17 points on defense.
No, I mean,
Pick 6 didn't help.
The defense played well for Atlanta. I mean, they gave up 10 points, and the only touchdown they gave up was because of a busted coverage.
Yeah.
And if you take away that, they allowed 3 points. They got 2 stops on 4th down. I think the Falcons have played actually very good defense against a very good offense.
I agree, and you're finally seeing some of those pass rushers get to the quarterback
a couple
as well.
sacks. Big time 4th and 1. Grady Jarrett, Bud Dupree, and Onyemata all met at the quarterback. Mm-hmm. So you're seeing good things from Atlanta's defense. Now, the offense has to get going, and hopefully this is a sign of things to come for the second half.
We got Archangel in the chat right now. Rolly gave us the defense, PD here for the offense. That'd be a good duo for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean,
I think,
PD and I are the dream team.
Yeah. All right, make sure to subscribe, though. We picked up a lot of subscribers, it looks like, throughout the game so far.
We picked up about 400 and change.
Yeah.
We needed about 490 to get to 15,000 subscribers. Can we get there before we go on defense? I think so. There's 2,800 people watching. Hit that like button.
This number is a live number. It updates. So if you click the subscribe button, you're going to see that 1 turn into a 2. So let's get ourselves to 15,000 subscribers. Make sure to join the channel because we might be talking about Taylor Heineke starting throughout the week.
We might be talking about quarterbacks not named Desmond Ridder playing very soon, technically.
There is one quarterback, Rolly, who is a native to Georgia, even played in Athens for a little bit, and he is struggling with his current NFL team. I won't say who it is, but if you can connect the dots based on those clues alone, maybe we see a trade for that certain someone.
Yeah,
who
he also
Kirby
wears
Smart
number 1,
did not use enough.
Can we get to 15,000 before we come out of the break?
All right, we got a super chat. Looks like coming in.
This one was at halftime from Taylor. Falcons are 2-0 when I super chat. Super chatted that during the halftime break. First thing that the Falcons do in the new half, touchdown.
Taylor, looks like you are the good luck charm
here.
And
a $5 super chat means we're teabagging Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I get my tea.
So grab that tea bag, grab T-Law on the ground.
Oh, he looks beautiful.
And get bagging.
There's so much going on here.
Yeah.
Wow. Why is T-Law also a lion?
That's a Jaguar.
That's a Jaguar? Is this a Jaguar? Yeah, that's a Jaguar.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Come on, Petey.
With ears?
You can't see it with the wig on.
I mean, this is some nightmare fuel, I'll be honest with you. But we're teabagging.
Teabagging T-Law.
Teabagging T-Law. This is scary shit right here. I don't know what this is. I've got a lion mixed Jaguar with a wig on top. Put that in some museum that no one ever wants to see again.
I think it's good.
All right, so we've got ourselves a 10-point lead. Drake London with his second touchdown of the season. I would love a Kyle Pitts touchdown next. I know beggars can't be choosers.
He's had 1 catch.
But that would go a long way. Meanwhile, Trevor Lawrence going to his new best friend, Calvin Ridley, on the first play after the kickoff. And that's Ridley's first grab, I think, since the touchdown.
That's the second grab of the game. They've done A.J. Terrell's done an excellent job on him outside of the 1 busted coverage.
Yeah.
But, Petey, if you didn't see it, the reason why it busted is they brought a corner blitz. So
Richie Grant missed on the sack too, right?
Yeah, Richie Grant missed.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Terrell was expecting the ball to come out hot because the Falcons had a free rusher. So he sat down on a quick 10-yard throw. Ridley just ran right by him because he was thinking it was going to come out early.
2nd and 2, Lawrence takes the shotgun snap. He's looking, he's dumping it off, and a nice open field tackle for a minimal gain, but it might be enough to move the chains. That Nate Landman making the start now for Troy Anderson as he's gone.
I think he's actually played well. I think he's filled in nicely.
Nate Landman and Caden Ellis.
But make sure you guys hit that like button. 2,700 people watching, only 600 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes soon. It's a lofty goal, but I think we can get there.
We got a $5 super chat coming in. We'll get that on screen in a little bit here. Ryan Nielsen and this defense playing well. I mean, you look at the 17, but that's misleading. There's 10 points on the defense. And of those 10, 7 was just a blown coverage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it at like 4 points on the defense.
Yeah.
It's 7-4 Atlanta
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Falcons are winning
Falcons
by 20
are up by
if you
3.
really think about it.
Yeah. Spin zone this bad boy. 1st and 10 for the Jags, though, after the last completion. And 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Let's see what Trevor Lawrence and the Jags have dialed up here because they really need to get back on track, too.
Yeah.
They've dropped 2 in a row. So this is a big game for both teams, right? Atlanta tries to avoid going 2-0 and then dropping the next 2. And the Jags, 1-3 is a tough hole to climb out of. But if you're in the AFC South, you're in a good spot. I mean, they were like 1 what were they last year? They were 2-4.
They started off horrific. They were like 1-6, I think.
The Lions were 1-6, and they came all the way back.
They won. The Jaguars won like 7 or 8 games to end the season.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Lawrence hands it off. It's a run up the middle for a gain of about 5. Yeah, what is with ESPN hating the yellow line?
They don't have the yellow line. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What are they trying to accomplish here? Absolutely nothing.
But shout out Kula DeMaster, $5 super chat. Why are we not starting Heineke and forcing the ball to Kyle Pitts? Well, it seems like the offense that Arthur Smith wants to run certainly doesn't force the ball to anyone. Because I don't know what's going on in that head.
As for not starting Heineke, once you pull that card, it's hard to put it back in.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's a
in
tough
the first half.
thing to change and go, all right, we're going back to Ritter now. That's going to mess with the mojo. 2nd and 7. It's not often you see the starting quarterback get benched when your team is 2-1.
Yeah.
So I don't disagree that Ritter has not looked like he deserves every single start moving forward. He definitely needs to earn it. But once you go to Heineke, you take the genie out of the bottle. It's going to be a bit of a chaotic locker room if you start going back and forth and it never really pans out well. 1st and 10, though, for the Jags. The last completion got them a fresh set of downs as they start making their way towards midfield. Lawrence is lining up in shotgun, putting a man in motion from his own 47. Hands it off, a run up the middle. Nowhere to go. That's Roley's defense. Roley's defense led by Calais Campbell, who I think is having maybe his best game as a Falcon.
Yeah, he had a really good play on 3rd and 1 earlier in the game where they tried to do this little play-action bootleg, and Campbell sniffed it out, got to Lawrence, and tripped him up, making him throw it away. The defense has played phenomenal. They really have played good.
ESPN thinks it's 2nd and 10. They probably can't tell the down and distance themselves because they don't have their own.
Ridiculous behavior at ESPN today.
This is FCS shit. I'm not going to lie.
Like, not having a first down marker in an NFL game makes me so mad.
This is how you know how big of football fans we are. We get mad over the broadcast.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go.
D. Alford has played a really good game, Petey. Really good.
Nickel corner who has had some good plays throughout the entirety of the season thus far. Make it another one right there.
Christian Kirk got the better of him a little bit today, but I think Alford has stood up and stood tall as much as he could and sniffed up that screen to force a pretty big 3rd down.
Jags 2 for 7 on 3rd down so far.
3rd and 11. Type those threes.
They're at their own 46. Lawrence facing pressure. It's a screen that goes nowhere. Incomplete pass. Atlanta brought the blitz. Looked like it would be a good time for Jacksonville to run a screen, but the running back never got to his landmark. He got tripped up, and that ball hits the ground. And the Falcons' defense is going to force a punt. And Desmond Ridder now has an opportunity to go down the field and make it a one-score game.
We've already seen a double-digit comeback by the Falcons this year. Ironically, when we had our only other watch party of the season against the Packers. Could we bring the juice back for this one?
See, here's the funny thing. As we get more subscribers, we get to do more watch parties. Is that punt is down at the 7. But maybe we don't want to abuse this power. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't do it for the Texans game. They don't need us for the Texans game. We'll save it for the big moments.
And speaking of subscribers, we are 16 away from 15,000. I said earlier today, I'll take a shot at tequila when we get to 15,000 subscribers. We're 16 away. Let's hit it right now. Let's watch it all. Let's all celebrate getting 15,000 right now during this commercial timeout. Come on.
So Roley is a much more adventurous man than I am because I was up till like 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday after my friend's wedding.
Yeah.
If I smell alcohol, it might be all coming up.
I was also out till about
Okay. Well,
1 a.m.
Just really emasculated me right there. That's fine.
I had Terry Blacks last night.
Oh, good barbecue.
Did not sit well with my stomach.
I was in Buckhead last night. Went to the Lost Dog Tavern. First off, this is my soapbox here. Oh, we got a 15,000. Let's go. Screw fall weddings. But thank you to our new members of Falcons today. 15-1, 15-2.
Appreciate everyone who
3.
joined the channel today.
Over or under 15,020. Over or under before the commercial ends.
I take the over.
To the over.
Taking
10
the over.
away, 9 away, 8 away. It's way more fun to live in the overs club, right? Give me the more. Oh, someone likes to live in the less club. Okay, so now we're at 15,011. We're going to keep this one monitoring up until we get back to kickoff. We got Comeback Shane. I was the 15,000 subscriber. What do I win?
You win.
A big
A shot by me.
Knuckles. That's what you win.
Is
Knuckles.
my shot glass over there, Pete?
Yeah. Shane, shout out to you.
Jeffrey Dale.
That's about it, though.
Jeffrey Dale says, I only subbed because I have Bijan in fantasy. Well, we talk about Bijan on a weekly basis, so make sure you watch the video.
You might like more of our Bijan content. If you want to be the smart guy at the bar who's like, telling you guys, Bijan, this is going to be the new RB1 for
Over
fantasy
club.
football. Oh, we're at 24. That's the overs club. That's the more club right there. We're getting ready for postseason baseball too, Rolly. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that starts this week.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go.
Braves will have a bit of a siesta.
I was telling the people that you were actually at the Braves game on Friday.
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday. I thought it was
yeah.
Friday.
Mhm.
My bad.
No, Braves Cubs Thursday.
Oh, by the way, how'd softball go?
Didn't happen.
Oh, no. What?
So, like I said, I was at my friend's wedding this weekend, and the best man was in charge of renting a field from the Atlanta Parks District.
Oh, no.
He claims he did. I don't think he did. And it got booked. So it never happened.
How mad
Which
was
I would
the
have
room?
popped both my Achilles running to first. So I'm a little happy. 1st and 10, though. Enough about us. Bijan is going to take a carry up to the side. But a flag comes raining in after about a 4-yard gain.
Also a big hit there.
He did take a good shot, but he looks to be okay.
How mad was the groom?
It was his wedding day, so like he was trying to be.
You guys were playing on the day?
He wanted to play 9:30 on his wedding
That's
day.
just ridiculous.
Yes. So he was okay with it, I think, but probably not deep down. Holding, defense,
Don't see that often.
chop block, offense. These are going to be offsetting penalties. Yep. So offsetting penalties, a defensive hold, and a chop block by the offense, and that play just never happens. And we
Didn't exist.
wiped away from the history books. We are back for another 1st and 10 for Atlanta.
Let us know what's going to happen. Are the Falcons going to cut in this lead, make it a one-score game?
I'm smelling a field goal.
I do too.
I'm
A little
smelling a field goal.
47-yarder.
Yeah.
My score prediction was 27 or 24-21 Atlanta. Obviously, it's going to be difficult for that to happen unless the Jaguars get 2 safeties.
Yeah.
Which we don't hope happens. But I do see a Falcons comeback in the works. The defense is playing too well.
Pistol right now for Ritter. He's at his own 7-yard line. Takes the snap. Handoff, run to the left. Bijan's got some room. Bijan's got about a 10-yard gain. Nice run by number 7. I have seen a little bit of Cordero Patterson so far, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, not really. He
was out there on that last play, it looked like. Or was that Jonnu Smith? I don't know if it was 84 or 81.
They've really stayed away from Cordero today. The only time I've seen him on the field is on kick returns.
Return? That's the only time I saw him,
the
too.
only time I've seen him.
I thought I saw him right there, but then I think about it more. That's probably Jonnu Smith.
I don't know if they're easing him into it or if they're just riding the hot hands of Bijan and Algier, but either way, CP84 not getting a lot of work.
On 2nd and 1, Atlanta's rush might be a first down, might not be a first down.
I think they gave him the first down.
We are watching football in the 1970s here.
I said that earlier today. I literally said, are we in the 1970s? Why don't we have a yellow line?
That's too good.
That's
incredible. What are we doing, ESPN? First off, screw them for not sending Booger out there. That would have been hysterical.
Well, instead he's animatronic Booger.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the Toy Story version while walking to my car in the airport, and I did not like it.
Did you pay for Wi-Fi in the plane?
No, I slept on the whole plane.
Oh.
1st and 10. Ritter throwing down the right sideline. That's a nice acrobatic attempt for a catch by Pitts, but ultimately it is incomplete. Now, I watched the last 20 minutes of the movie A Few Good Men. Had never actually seen it before.
Okay.
But my new thing now when I fly is I will watch a movie and I am content with not finishing it on the flight.
That's crazy.
And then on my flight home, it's like when you have a little bit of food stuck in your teeth.
That's
It's
crazy.
second dinner. I get to finish my movie. I have something to look forward to all weekend now.
That's
Great movie. I got to watch the end of it. You can't handle the truth. 2nd and 10. Ritter's under shotgun from his own 17-yard line. I formation. This is going to be a run to the right. Bijan trying to get the edge. He gets the edge indeed. Bijan's got the first down and more. Bijan's pushed out of bounds to the 40-yard line. That's a good play design by Arthur Smith.
A little counter action.
Yep, he's going to have everyone thinking it's a run to the left. Matt Collins is there to block. Fullback starts moving that way. Everyone goes to the left. But here's the difference maker. Bijan is too fast to try and contain before he gets around the corner. And then he's just off to the races.
Spam those sevens for Bijan, the chosen one. Petey, he had one unbelievable play earlier today and ended up not.
Oh, the catch?
The one-handed catch.
Yes, that
and
was
then
awesome.
And then just ran right by his opponent, or the defender.
The one-handed grab was nasty.
Spam those sevens for Bijan. Bijan is doing it all. He leads the Falcons in running with 13 carries for 92 yards. So that number has went up after not a great first half.
Right.
And then he also leads the team in receiving yards, 4 catches for 26 yards. Guy is doing it at all.
Bijan is just must-see TV right now.
Yeah.
He really is.
He is just unbelievably good, man.
All right, we got Ty Man the Buckeye. What's going on, dude? We'll be seeing you later. DTR starting for the Browns. Yeah.
It's time to tell you guys about our sponsor for today's show.
Yep, so let's tell everyone about today's sponsor. Today's Falcons Today is being supported by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy sports app where all you have to do is pick more or less for 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. Prize Picks is super simple and user-friendly. I spend like 1 to 2 minutes on the app every single Sunday making my selections. So if you're in the Oval Office or you're on your way to the game, the bar, whatever, get on Prize Picks and start making some money. Now, this week on Prize Picks, this is who I rolled with. I took the more on Desmond Ritter at 193. Not looking great, but a comeback attempt could get us there. Drake London more at 46.5. I like where I'm at right now for that number. And then less on Calvin Ridley, who is currently less than 65.5. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. The link for that is in the comments and description of today's video. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. All right. We are getting ourselves ready for the second half of this third quarter with Atlanta driving down the field, thanks to Bijan Robinson. So if you want to support the show while we wait for the commercial break to end, Super Chats definitely go a really long way for keeping the lights on, if you will, but not just that. I mean, producer Rolly and I put a lot of work in to help you guys getting the best Falcons YouTube content. So if you want to support the show by just sending a super chat in, kind of going above and beyond, liking the video. No pressure at all, but definitely appreciated. First time super chatters, we do Dirty Birds call. Every super chat gets a shout out as always. $5 super chat. We teabag this absolute nightmare fuel. If you want your kid to never sleep again, show them this. $10 super chat. We're doing shots. That's going to be tough for me. And $20, it's a beer bong as Ritter opens up his arm and throws a nice strike over the middle to who? Kyle Pitts. First down throw to number 8, a gain of 15 or so, and Atlanta is across the 50, and the Falcons might be, you know what, we're not going to say it yet. We're not going to say it yet.
I see people in the chat
but
saying,
it's number 1.
Saying we might be a second half team. It might be the case, but
yeah.
You don't want to be a second half team. You like to be a full four quarters team.
1st and 10. Ritter today, 12 for 20, 110 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And his 21st pass is to Tyler Algier. That is not going to go very far. He is dropped behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 3 or so. All right. We have nearly 3,000 people watching right now. Just 695 likes, though. Consider liking the video. If you want the Falcons to win, why take a chance? Why jinx it? Like the video. as we got Marshall Green joining Studio F. Marsh, do you see this TV? I just noticed it like halfway through. I was like, that's new. Yeah. 2nd and 14. Yeah. Ritter throws to his left. That is incomplete. Are we talking about Shadur Sanders to Atlanta in the chat right now?
I saw someone talk about it earlier in the first half.
Yeah, the Falcons are not going to be in the Caleb Williams, Drake May range if they wanted to go that direction.
Yeah.
I don't know if Shadur will even come out after this season. Just 1 year of FBS
There's a
football.
lot of chatter that he's staying in.
Yeah, I think that's probably a smart move unless he is an undoubted top 10 pick. 3rd and 14, though. Oh, a $2 super chat. And a flag comes in on the play before the snap. This is likely going to be
The O-line has just not been
a
good.
false start. That's on Jonnu Smith, a false start.
Not in the O-line.
O-line by association. Tight
Yeah.
end.
But a first-time super chatter from Mike Mueller, which means I started this today. I said every first-time super chat gets a Dirty Bird
Okay.
chant, which is basically just me going, Dirty Birds!
I love it. I love it. Mike, shout out to you, man. Dirty Birds.
Dirty Birds!
3rd and 19. Atlanta had a promising drive, and now they might be fizzling out. Ritter dumps it off to Bijan on 3rd and 19. He only gets about 5 yards or so. So looking like a 4th and 13 from about the 50-yard line. Punt it, flip the field, play some good defense, try and get the ball back. But
You got to, at this point in the game, you're only down 10. There's still a chance.
yeah,
You got to trust your defense, and there's no reason for you not to trust your defense because this just played fantastic all game long.
Right.
So,
the only issue is now the clock really starts to become an
now
issue.
the clock is a factor.
Now you're down 2 scores, and there's 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter as Bradley Pinion punts this one away. It's a good punt. It is
Sweet.
fair caught at the 10-yard line. So a little under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. If you can get the ball back before the start of the 4th quarter, psychologically and factually, that's going to do a lot for you, right? But
Yeah.
if you go into the 4th quarter like without the ball, down 2 scores, that just feels like too high of a mountain to climb. Although we saw Atlanta pull it off against the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
So this is not uncharted waters for them. But we talked about this, Rolly, both of us, before the season started. This was not an offense designed to come from behind in the 4th quarter
No.
by throwing the ball a lot. And that's what they would likely have to do so they don't chew up too much of the clock.
No, you want it, the way this team wanted to play is ahead, let the defense do what's done really all day, and then you win with the ground game. But it's been kind of turned into a pass-first offense today because they have to play catch-up mode. But continue to hit that like button. We're 270 likes away from 1,000. If we get to 1,000 likes, I'll take a shot of tequila. So hit that like button.
1st and 10. Lawrence under center from his own 10-yard line. It's a handoff, a run that goes for 3 yards or so. Looks like Caden Ellis was one of the first players to greet the ball carrier, Travis Etienne. Caden Ellis had a pretty good start to the year. I mean, we're now 4 games in pretty much, so kind of at that quarter mark, if you will.
Yeah.
And he's got a sack already on the season. He's got some good tackles. I think he was one of this team's leading tacklers at this point, almost at 30 so far.
I mean, I was saying this earlier. I was like, the 2 best players on this team are Jesse Bates and Bijan
Jesse
Robinson.
Bates was...
Jesse Bates has been so freaking good today and all the years.
That
so
reminds
far.
me, what was Arthur Smith doing challenging that one play?
Oh, it was the
That was
worst
the
challenge of
most
all time.
bizarre. Was he mad at the official as 2nd and 7 is a dump off and Evan Ingram gets enough for the first down? One, let's say they won that challenge as we go back to the first half for a second. Congratulations. It's
5
now
yards.
2nd and 10 instead of 2nd and 5. Like that was what you wanted to burn a timeout and a challenge on? That was very strange.
I said it. It was one of the. I think Arthur Smith is a fantastic coach. I think he's a top 10 coach in the league. That was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was a big dumb moment. Maybe that was the jet lag. He
'Cause
thought it was the 4th quarter, right?
Maybe.
Body clocks all turned around. going to chalk that up to jet lag. 1st and 10, play action for Lawrence. He is pressured, hit as he throws. Incomplete. Looks like Jeff Okudah was there on the breakup, but there is a flag.
I believe it's holding on the Jaguars.
Yeah.
That was really good coverage by Okudah, man. He's played well. I like what I've seen out of him in his second game of the season.
Holding on the offense.
Beep, beep.
Back it up.
Beep, beep, beep.
It'll make it
1st and 20.
Yeah.
From the Jacksonville 13. So, chance to maybe get good field position if you potentially force them to punt in the next couple plays.
We didn't see a whole lot of Okudah last week in Detroit, but we're seeing more of him today as he works his way back from that ankle injury he suffered in the preseason. 1st and 20, though, for the Jags with $1:36 to go in the third quarter. Lawrence in shotgun at his own 13. Atlanta brings 5. Free rusher. Throw over the middle. That's just a professional throw right there. Atlanta's going to rush 5 as that's completed to Evan Ingram. And Caden Ellis is going to come in untouched with a free runway right at the quarterback. Lawrence knows someone's got to be open. He finds his tight end, and they pick about 9 or so yards. That's just Trevor Lawrence looking like the first overall pick and a franchise QB. I know that's a very simple throw, but a lot of other quarterbacks could have panicked and take a sack there. Lawrence takes what could have been a 10-yard loss into a 10-yard gain, and now it's 2nd and 10, so the penalty yardage has been wiped away. Lawrence in shotgun, play clock winding down, takes the snap, and he hands it off, a run to the left.
Third down.
ETN. This ground game for Jacksonville has really been
It's been
stifled.
bottled up.
Yeah. Good job by Ryan Nielsen's front four, managing the holes and whatnot and not letting the running lanes open up.
And that brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Here we go.
Type those 3s.
3rd and 7.
This would be a big-time stop for the Falcons.
Lawrence in shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws to his right. That is Christian Kirk on the first down reception. That's a bummer. That's a really good throw. I don't know if this is a bad play by Atlanta or Mike Hughes. I think this is just a really good throw by Trevor Lawrence. He's got a very small window to throw to, and he connects with 13 for a fresh set of downs. And with that, third quarter winds down to 0-0. So we're going to move into the fourth quarter. Atlanta down by 10 without the ball. But, Rolly, I remember the London game last year as our Saints host just came in here, Trace Gerard, to talk a little smack.
They're going to lose today. The Saints stink.
I just remember last year the Saints, they really beat up on the Vikings in London. They didn't blow a lead or anything and have Minnesota walk it off at the last second. That definitely did not happen.
Yeah.
So,
But it is fourth quarter time. So I want everybody in the comment section to spam those 4s. Throw them up, baby. I want to see 4s flooding the chat. Spam it.
Funny Man typing his 4s. Archangel is here. What's going on, dude? The Bright Wolf. They hate Jackson. We've got Michael Taylor saying fire Desmond. Ty Man the Buckeye. Dubs Productions. We've got Octone Maine. Brandon. Kyle. Keep typing those 4s like Lil Savage is doing. 4s coming in from Dan's. We've got Kenny. We got Trizzle. All right. Fourth quarter about to get underway. A 10-point lead for the Jags. But if there's one team that does not trust themselves with playing all 4 quarters, it would probably be Jacksonville.
It'd be the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If I had to make a short list of teams that would have a meltdown, Jacksonville is towards the top of that list.
I mean, the Jaguars stink.
They are a disaster of a franchise.
You can argue, who's the worst NFL franchise of all time? Is it the Jags?
All time?
Is it the Texans?
I think it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Might be the Cardinals.
They are old.
But, I get they're old and they've never won.
Done anything.
But they were in a Super Bowl at least this century.
That's fair. That's fair. Detroit.
Detroit's bad.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah, the Browns have not had a Super Bowl appearance. I mean, there's 4 teams that never made the Super Bowl: Cleveland, Detroit, Jacksonville, Houston. So you kind of have your
Houston
pick of
has
the
been
litter from
bad,
there.
man. I know they're the most recent franchise, but they're not good. They are bad.
Yeah, it's not good right now in H-Town. Although I shouldn't say that. I mean, C.J. Stroud might be him.
I actually am kind of gaining on Stroud.
Yeah, Stroud might be him. Stroud might be him. All right, here we go. We've got a Lions fan in the chat right now. I guess Idaho
Lions
just
fan here. Go Falcons.
I
I'll
think
take it. We'll take it all we can get.
he came away from last week's game going, you know what?
I like the
Those
Falcons.
Cooper boys come from Atlanta. That's my new team right there.
Oh,
So
by
the
the way,
Jags
Petey,
with the ball, yep.
I did another prize picks this week
Yeah.
as Trevor Lawrence dumps it off to Evan Ingram for a gain of about 20. God damn it. But I just realized one of my picks was more than 3.5 combined field goals by Young Wei Koo and Brandon McManus. Dead.
Yeah, we're at 1. That's tough. We need 3
We're
more.
at 1. I would need 3 in the fourth
You
quarter.
need overtime.
Doubt that happens.
Okay.
Doubt that happens.
First
We were
and
close.
10.
We were close.
Trying to remember, Sam. Sorry. It is a run.
The run defense for Atlanta's been good.
Yeah.
Crowd's a little quiet.
I mean, the London crowd is not all in on this Jaguars-Falcons game. But the Jaguars, the Jaguars are playing in London next week again.
They're sticking around.
I did not know that.
They play the Bills. I'm pretty sure.
No, well, they're doing back-to-back London games?
I'm pretty confident they are.
Fact check that for me. 2nd and 6, the Jags have made their way.
They will be playing the Bills in London again next year. Week.
They are trying so hard to say we want to move to London without saying we're moving to London. Once again, Falcons run defense making a play there. Looks like Jeff Okudah was one of the first to meet the ball carrier.
Which means it's third down.
Rolly, I'm going to say it right now. This is the game here. Here's why. If they pick up a first down, they could kill another 3 minutes of clock.
Yeah.
Like, going from 13 minutes to getting the ball back to less than 10.
They're doing the wave.
Oh, no, I hate the
Losers. I hate the wave.
wave. Whoever invented the wave, least
That.
fun person at the party.
That.
3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Lawrence. He's going to step up, and he's going to tuck it and run, and Lawrence dives for the first down. We don't know if he got it, but I think he did.
He did.
I think he got the first down by just a hair.
Damn, we needed that stop, man.
Now I'm saying now the clock, especially clock continues to run. They're now in field goal range, which if they make a field goal, it goes from a 10-point lead to a 13-point lead. So it's still 2-score, but the clock is the bigger concern here, not a 10 or 13-point deficit.
You guys like the wave?
People like the wave.
I don't like the wave.
I hate the
Kyle Gavigan.
social contract forcing me to get up every 45
Yeah.
seconds.
Kyle Gavigan saying F. Rowley from Marshall. What's up with that?
Kyle, that's a little harsh, dude.
Coming on my channel
Come to my house,
saying F me from F.
get my
Marsh?
producer's name right. Christina. 2nd and 10. 2nd and about 8. Under 12 minutes to play. I mean, still a lot of time, but not if Jacksonville continues to chew up clock. As this has been, they had the ball with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
We're about an 8-minute drive at this point now. This is exactly what the Jags needed. They're at Atlanta's 26-yard line, approaching the Prize Picks red zone. Lawrence drops back, throwing to his left. That
Did
is
he catch
caught. Yeah, he caught it. That's a big.
That's a good play, though.
Good job by Christian Kirk holding on. Adrian Terrell was quick to greet him. Just a gain of 4, but more importantly, they can run another 40 seconds of clock off.
It's third down. This is the one.
This is the game here.
Needs to be the stop. Hold them to 3. You're only down 13.
Yep.
This has to be a stop.
You know what? Let's get a sack here.
Oh, that'd be huge.
That'd be ginormous.
That'd be huge.
3rd and 5. Here we go.
Come on,
Atlanta's
defense.
25. Get a sack. Lawrence is in shotgun, empty set. Atlanta rushes 3.
Oh, no.
Trevor, flush out of the pocket, throwing to the end zone. Oh, incomplete. Went through the fingertips of Jermichael Hastings.
Might be Ernest Johnson. I don't
Was
know.
that no? I thought he said Hastings, but it could be Ernest Johnson, the RB3. But nevertheless, it is an incomplete pass, and Jags are likely going to trot out Brandon McManus for a pretty short field goal, 42 yards, 43 yards.
Trevor Lawrence could have picked the first down up.
Trevor Lawrence
and
is the guy
more.
wide open in the end
He
zone.
literally could have ran for another 15 yards, but he went for the touchdown pass. Could not convert.
McManus' field goal attempt is up, and it is good. So the 43-yarder by Brandon McManus, his second of the day, extends the lead to 13, 20-7.
We're good.
With 10 minutes to go. I mean, you are good. Like,
We're good. We just need
get a score,
touchdown
get a
on
stop,
this
get the
drive.
ball back.
Yeah.
That's the
We're
the
fine.
path right there.
There is no room for failure for the Falcons offense.
Yeah.
I honestly, Petey, the way Atlanta's offense has barely moved it so far, I think this is 4-down territory from the rest of the way on out.
I would agree. Because it's not about punting it, getting a stop, and getting the ball back. You need to score twice.
Yeah.
So if it was a one-score game, very different conversation. But yeah, I would say it's 4-down territory, and you really just can't take your time. Like, there has to be a sense of urgency of we need to score, and we got to score quickly so that we have at least a little bit of slack where if Jacksonville picks up one first down, we're not completely SOL. So, all right, we're at 15,086 subs.
Let's continue to climb.
Can we get to 15,100?
3,200 people watching. I know all y'all ain't subscribed. We're so close. We hit 15K today. Took a shot for that. Hit that sub button. Let's get to 15,100 today.
This just kind of like it looks sort of like a lottery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just watching the number climb is just fun to watch.
It's so fun to watch. And listen, I said this earlier in the program. The more subscribers we get, the more opportunities we will have to do watch parties, get out more content on a daily basis for you guys. Hitting that sub button only helps you guys. You won't regret it. If you want to unsub after a week, go ahead. But I can almost guarantee you won't because we're free and we have a good time.
Rolly is a very selfless person, so he wouldn't say this about himself, but I will. The guy got up at the crack of dawn today to come in here and do a watch party for the Dirty Birds. So if you can subscribe and help support the channel, that's going to go a long way. There it is. 15,000. Now, no more subs.
No. Well, Petey.
Okay,
Petey.
that's just the round number of me talking.
Petey. Yeah, that's
there it is.
That 6:30 alarm hit different this morning, fellas. But I was amped to really get on here and watch some Falcons football with you guys because we don't get to do it often. But if you hit that sub button, maybe it does become something we do more of.
I had a 4:55 a.m. alarm.
All right.
Well,
Don't
no.
have to big dick me over there.
But the sad thing was, and maybe this happened to you at home, when you wake up before an early alarm, your body knows like we had to get up, and this is gonna suck. Beating my alarm this morning was not something I was proud of.
We got a question in the chat. How much for is a tequila shot? This is our super chat menu. First time super chat gets a Dirty Birds call. Every super chat gets on screen for a shout out. $5 we teabag Trevor Lawrence, which is my favorite thing we've done on Falcons today. $10 for tequila shots. I got my tequila, my Patron. And $20, which we haven't got today, is a beer bong.
I feel so bad for Trevor Lawrence. Here's the thing. He might not ever see this, but there's a greater than 0% chance someone sends him a screenshot and says, just so you know, there was a Falcons YouTube channel, and they said this was you. And that is just the scariest thing ever. All right, 1st and 10, Atlanta. They've got to move quickly now. Like, I know 10 minutes is an eternity, but not when you're down 13. And not when you don't have an explosive offense like Atlanta that can pick up yards in bunches through the air.
Yeah, let us know who you got in this game, too. Get the comment section flowing.
Ritter in shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throwing. Oh, it's tipped. Nearly picked off. Looking for Matt Collins. Ritter might have dodged his 3rd interception of the game there. Whew.
You guys. This guy stinks.
We got Mac saying ATL hope.
Who said that?
Mac Clemens.
Is that someone you know?
No.
ATL Ho.
Yeah.
It's someone you know.
It's not. I don't know who Mac is. You just said ATL Ho in the
Hey,
chat.
Will
Hey!
Henry!
We've got a super chat coming in as Algier takes the toss. and
Oh, boy.
runs for about a 4-yard gain or so. Will throw it on screen in a moment here.
I'll take a shot, and then I can pass it over to Petey.
Will Hensley, post-flight shots are the best. Are they? I've never heard anyone actually say that. That is a first.
I don't know if you have a shot glass, but here you go.
I do not have a shot glass.
You can just use mine or waterfall, whatever you
Yeah,
want.
that's okay.
Thank you, Will. Shout out, Will.
Mac, I know what you mean. Yeah. 3rd and 6. This is very generous of you, Will. 3rd and 6.
Oh, boy.
Quick throw, and
Is that a
that's
first?
London. I think he's got
I
either
can't
the
tell if it's
first
the first.
or
Either
it's
way, you
4th
gotta
and
go
inches.
for it. I think they're giving the first down, which is big because I didn't want to have to deal with 4th down. But a good catch and toss from Drake London and Desmond Ritter. So type those ones. Little first down. Big first down. Ritter's on 3rd down today, 8 of 8 for 73 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been rough everywhere else, but 3rd down, money down, he's been fine.
Ritter's going to run. Run, Desmond. And he starts to slide for a gain of about 6 or so. This is what I'm talking about. Like, the Jags are, this is like small ball. Like, they're just trading outs for runs. Well, Atlanta's trading 15 yards for 2 minutes. We got to get a move on
Yeah.
here. 2nd and 4. London needs a touchdown in London. You sitting down for this, buddy?
He already has
I
one.
got some good news for you. That's the only
Could we
score
go
of the
to-
game.
Could we get 2 Londons, though?
2 Londons. That was the easiest more ever. Drake London,
Over a
half a
touchdown?
touchdown. Yeah.
Bijan!
Run. Bijan across the 50. A gain of about 15 yards or so.
First down! Type those ones. Come on, baby.
Look at that. That's a good block right there up front. Atlanta's offensive line has been meh, I'd say.
Yeah.
Would you say it's a fair assessment? Meh?
It's been meh. It's nothing special. Oh, let's go! Go,
Johnny
Johnny,
Smith.
go!
He's inside the 15.
Let's go! We're not out of this yet, fellas.
Jonnu Smith pushed out of bounds, but not before picking up about 30 yards or so.
And we're in the Prize Picks red zone.
Let's go.
Let's go! $100 deposit match, prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS.
I'll say it right now. Jonnu Smith hit his more. I don't know what it was
That
at,
was like 50 yards.
but that was like 50 yards, and he had some good touches in the first half. He's there. 1st and 10, Atlanta from Jacksonville's 13. Ritter under center. It's a handoff. That's a broken play. Algier is met by 3 Jags defenders. There's nothing more like, the JT Realmoto meme of
When the guy coming in,
he's like, when the quarterback goes to hand it off to the left and the running back's on the other side, and they readjust mid handoff, you're like, this is not going to go well. That is not going to end well. It's a loss of 4 for Algier, who
have an injury. Josh Allen of the Jaguars is hurt. That's a big loss for them.
that would definitely be a big loss for him. He looks to be okay. He's kind of just talking with the trainers, not even on a knee, just squatting down. Now he's jogging off the field. So
Okay,
I
that's
think
good.
he just got
Good
the
to
wind knocked out of him. Hopefully he's okay.
Good to see. Good to see.
I mean, he had a big sack earlier.
Josh Allen's been good today. He's had 2 sacks.
Vibe check. Has Trayvon Walker done anything this year?
Well, I don't watch many Jaguars games, but he has not done anything today.
I had just never heard his name.
Is he playing today? I don't even know. I
Has
got to be
been-
honest. I don't know if he's playing.
Has there been a first overall pick that gets less airtime so quickly?
Bad year to have the first overall pick.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it in the airport.
I would have taken.
That was not first overall.
I was a
worthy.
Team Aiden Hutchinson
I was
guy.
big Aiden Hutchinson.
And he's proven that that would have been the right pick.
2nd and 14. Ritter takes the shotgun snap. Oh my goodness. That ball is swatted away viciously by Chad Muma. 2nd-year linebacker. Whew. That was violent.
It's 3rd down and 14. I think you got to pick up 7 here. You can't settle for 3.
Would you run Bijan? Just get the ball in Bijan's hand.
Whatever you just got to make this 4th down and manageable.
Exactly, because a field goal does nothing for you here. 20-7 or 20-10.
Got to make this 4th and manageable.
Yeah, agreed. This ball can go one of two ways. Drake London, I would say one of three ways. Drake London, John Smith now, or
I don't
Bijan.
hate a Matt Collins seam route here. He's in the slot.
He's been quiet today. Ritter on 3rd and 14 throws. That is caught. Gain of
Jonnu.
about 12. And there's John Smith, who's been a popular target today. And like Rolly said, that makes it 4th and very manageable.
4th and 2, 4th and 1. Need to pick this up.
This goes to Bijan.
Jonnu is up to 67 receiving yards. 4 for 67. Brings up a 4th and
3.
4th and 3.
Everyone at Wembley Stadium knows who's getting the football. And I don't think that's a problem.
You think they're going to run it?
I would give it to Bijan here.
They need to get this first down, that's for sure.
Yep. 4th and 3, this is the game. Ritter takes the snap. It's a sprint to the right. He throws to the end zone. It's caught. Drake London's out of bounds. London caught it, but he only got 1 foot in bounds. The second was never close. Good play by the DB to force him out of bounds.
Damn it.
London nearly had his second score. There's nothing to challenge. There's nothing to see here. That just sucks.
I actually think they had them beat, and Matt Collins' route stunk. Why? If they show a replay, which they're not going to do, they
London gets his left foot,
no.
and then the right, it's just not even close.
They ran a rollout play where Drake London ran a corner route to the end zone, and Matt Collins ran a quick out route at the sticks, and it was there. But Matt Collins went way too far upfield. The play took way too long, and just that's probably the game.
Yeah, that one is a
that's a heartbreaker, backbreaking. It stinks.
Mm-hmm.
But what doesn't stink is our proud sponsor, Prize Picks.
Yep. So this watch party is being supported by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy sports app where all you have to do is pick more or less for 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. Prize Picks is super simple and user-friendly. I spend like 1 to 2 minutes on the app every Sunday morning making my selections. So if you're in the Oval Office or you're on your way to the game, get on Prize Picks and start making some money. Now, this week on Prize Picks, you can see who I took. I had more on Desmond Ridder passing yards at 193. I'm not giving up on that one. We could get some garbage time. Drake London more at 46.5. Calvin Ridley less at 65.5. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. The link for that is in the comments and description of today's video. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Thank you, Prize Picks, for supporting today's show. Go support Prize Picks at home. So, a lot of F's in the chat.
We also just got breaking NBA news.
I saw that.
Cares. Drew Holiday traded the Celtics, which I am now in shambles.
So, Drew Holiday goes to Boston. That's going to be a good matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bucks and the Celtics, right? Drew Holiday against his old team. Damian Lillard over there. Rolly is not happy about this trade. This does not benefit him whatsoever. But F's in the chat. We've got J-Man typing F. We've got Will Hensley typing F. Yeah, poor Drake. Poor London. It's a good throw. It's just a really good play by the DB, as the first play for Jacksonville is a handoff to Travis Etienne and a gain of about 2. And London is a competitor, and he looks pissed off on the sideline, as the Falcons are 5 minutes and change away from going 2-2 after starting the year off 2-0.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to try to be an optimist here for Falcons' sake. I think if you looked at the first 4 games of the season, I know it hasn't been the most pretty thing, but if we would have told you they were 2-2 after 4 weeks, I don't think you're complaining.
You're very much alive.
Beating the Packers and Panthers at home was expected. Losing to the Lions on the road, expected. And you knew this game was going to be a tough one to win. In London, across the pond, Jaguars, or just call it how it is, are a more talented team than you are.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to lose the last 2 games. You're supposed to win the first 2 games.
I'd agree.
So I think the Falcons are just a team that I think will always beat the teams they should, and unfortunately will probably always lose to the teams they should. And that's just where this team is right now.
I agree with all that. You're right. And the good news for Atlanta is they have more games they're supposed to win than they are supposed to lose the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But 1st and 10, Jacksonville with under 5 to play, and a run is not going to generate a whole lot for ETN. Maybe a gain of 1, but I think Atlanta just called their first timeout. Yeah, it looks like the Falcons are going to try and make a stop on this series right here. Falcons use their first of 3 timeouts, trying to get the ball back.
I mean, I guess there's a slim chance. Get a stop.
Again, when it comes to this type of situations,
onside kick.
You got to pick and choose your moments a little bit. Like
Yeah.
you have a good play, a good stop on first down, you make it 2nd and 9, you try and get a stop there. Where if they got to 2nd and 1, you burn a timeout for them just to pick up the first down the next play. That's not a very good use of a timeout. So in 2nd and 9, I kind of like this for Arthur Smith. You burn through all 3 timeouts, and you're going to get the ball back with a little over 4 minutes to go, and you're at the mercy of the onside kick.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown, an onside kick, a touchdown with no timeouts. But that's your only chance. So this is the series to start burning timeouts.
Essentially, like a first down ends this game.
Yes, it does. Lawrence, 2nd and 9, roll out. Okay, this could be it. Throwing it downfield. Incomplete, but there's flags.
Oh. Don't reward a shitty play by the quarterback, man.
Atlanta nearly pulled off a big time saver right there, but it's pass interference, A.J. Terrell. This looks a little bit like the Packers game on like the first or second play, and that's pass interference by Terrell. He's a little behind the receiver, but when that ball is starting to arrive, he's going to grab the receiver and just bring him with him.
I know by definition that is pass interference, but I hate rewarding a bad play. And Trevor Lawrence underthrew Calvin Ridley by like 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, the clock does stop though, so not completely dead. They run it though to ETN, and Bud Dupree was one of the first to greet him.
If you want to take a positive away from this game, and it's that the Falcons' run defense is very good.
That's true.
They limited Detroit too.
Is it the Falcons' run defense really good, or Jags' run offense just frauds?
Yeah.
We'll stick with the more positive one, but you're Jacksonville. You come out of this game not too upbeat about maybe your run game.
I know, but when you really think about it, take away the pick 6, man, you're giving up 13 points to a good offense.
Yeah.
So I think there are still positives to take away from this game for Atlanta on the defensive side. Offensive side, a lot of questions.
Arthur Smith, he ultimately enters this next week going into week 5 with one big question mark, and that is the quarterback position. Like that is...
I don't think they move away from Desmond Ridder, but I do think as we currently sit, we know that unless something changes quickly, Desmond Ridder is not the future of this game.
Agree. I don't think you're going to see a change before week 5, but Ridder does not look like someone who's coming back for another year.
I think this is something that you are going to try to ride out the season, see where you can go, and then try to make that play next year.
On 2nd and 10, it's a bit of a crack toss to ETN, who picks up about 7 yards or so, and the Falcons burn their 3rd and final timeout. Oh, no, they don't actually. They're going to save it for the 3rd down. Okay. I guess it's 6 one way, half dozen the other. But 3rd and 3.
Need to stop.
Need to stop.
You technically still have a chance.
First down ends the game officially.
Yeah, I know we've said this a couple times, but a first down actually does end the game.
Yeah.
So spam those threes. Spam those threes.
3rd and 3 for
Need
Jacksonville. Lawrence keeps it. He's going to run it. He's got the first down. That's ball game.
God damn it.
So Atlanta is going to go down 20-7.
Are we doing a post game?
That's a bummer. Say it again.
Are we doing post game? Do you have enough time for that?
Yeah.
If you want, we could just 2 minutes.
What's that?
If you need me to help with
Yeah, let's do that.
Just because I remember watching the entire first half. So.
No. Let's do that. 1st and 10. Sorry, you got to see some behind the scenes playing between Rolly and I.
Conversations between us. Yeah.
That was that's some good radio right there.
Yeah. That's what it is.
The Falcons do use their final timeout, and it'll be 1st and 10 with 3:38 to go. Jacksonville cannot kneel it out. We still have the 2-minute warning, and even without the 2-minute warning, there's still enough time to force a stop.
You're Ryan Nielsen in this Falcons defense. What are your thoughts right now? This feels like, I'm not going to compare the situation to the Jets, but it does feel eerily similar to the fact of the Jets have a really good defense. They have performed very well, but their offense can't score.
I see and I think it's a fair comparison as Lawrence hands it off on 1st and 10, and Ryan Nielsen's defense just not giving up an inch.
Like, when you think about it, the offense put up 24 and 25 in the first 2 weeks. Then 6 and 7? That's ugly, man.
Yeah.
That's ugly. I get the two teams you played were good, but I would say the best defense the Falcons have played might be the Packers, who they put 25 up on.
Right.
So to put up back-to-back stinkers where you can't even get to 10 points, that's sad, man.
It is sad. It is sad indeed. The only thing I was going to add is just look at the trenches. Like, which trench? If I told you before the year Falcons' defensive line would be 2x the offensive line, no way you believe me. As ETN on 2nd and 8 runs for 3, right? Who would have thought that'd be the case? A defensive line they got completely redone minus Grady Jarrett is kind of kicking ass.
Yeah.
Like Calais Campbell, Bud Dupree, like this whole group as a committee is playing hard. The offensive line just not looking like the investments that have been made in there. Matthews, Lindstrom, McGarry, all on 2nd and 3rd contract, like all on big money deals. 2nd round pick in Bergeron, which, hey, 2nd round pick, you're not supposed to be pro ready week 1, like, out of the womb. And then Drew Dahlman has been fine. He's been good. But the defensive line has completely outworked the offensive line, and that's not something I anticipated. So 3rd and 5 with 2 minutes and 9 seconds here. Looks like the Jags used one of their timeouts as they let the play clock run all the way down. If they get a first down here, you guys aren't going to believe this. It's really done, though.
It's really over.
Yeah, like then they can actually start kneeling the football. Falcons' next couple of games, Texans, Commanders at home, and then at the Bucs, at the Titans, and then the Vikings. We said Texans, bad. Commanders, maybe not bad, but they just got
I think that'll be a
spanked
very
last
evenly
week.
matched game.
That will be a good game. Vikings are winless. Titans are 1-2. The Bucs are frauds.
I think out of those 5-game stretch, the Falcons should go 3-2 without a doubt.
And 3-2 gets you at 5-4, kind of going into the bye.
Yeah.
So above 500 to bye is never something to complain about.
Yeah.
You're very much in the thick of it. 3rd and 5 for Lawrence.
All right.
Handoff, and Trevor Lawrence took a shot as he handed his ball off to ETN, who did not get to the first down marker, but it does bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it'll be 4th and 3 from Atlanta's 22-yard line, just outside the Prize Picks red zone. But the question moving forward here, and I think Rolly and I are on the same page with this one. Like it or not, Desmond Ridder's starting next week.
Yeah, I put as a poll question, who should start next week for the Falcons, Taylor Heineke or Desmond Ridder, and 76% of people so far have voted for Taylor Heineke.
You might have something there.
And I'll say this. The people want Heineke.
Yeah.
If the Falcons do make a switch, if they don't make a switch, we're going to cover it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've picked up a lot of subs. Can we get to 15,200? That'd be freaking awesome.
We got over 3,000 people hanging out with us right now, and we picked up almost 1,000 subs today.
About
700? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough napkin math. So if we can do a complete, full lap of what we were coming into the day as we move our way up to 154, just hit the button. You can always hit it and then unhit it later, but I just want to see the 4 go up. That's just really fun to see. But tough loss indeed, as Jay outlines in the chat right now.
Unfortunately,
yes, Shaylin.
The fact that this game isn't actually over. Like, he makes this kick, 16 points. Miracles. Crazy?
I remember last year you had the Browns-Jets game, which had
London
this
Miracle?
situation here.
London Miracle.
London Miracle.
Derek Jenkins says trade for Cooper Rush. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
In real talk, quarterbacks, maybe Atlanta picks up the phone, like Justin Fields. Can I just get
I'll say this.
pulse check on everyone watching right now? If you got a notification that said the Falcons, bad voice guy, the Falcons are interested in trading for Justin Fields, what's your reaction?
If the Bears lose today, there is a small chance, and I still say small, that they move on from Fields. Because losing to the Broncos, a team that just gave up 70 at home, that is a horrific look.
I just wonder if the Bears lose as McManus comes out, you're actually pretty close on your field goal thing. If he makes this
number
would be 3.
But
Unfortunately, they would not have
it would have to
Younghoe
be an
Koo.
overtime field goal. Be the
Yeah.
fourth.
That'd be incredible. What a
That
surge.
would be what a hit, man. Because the other ones I had in that was Algier over or more than more than
Algier
rushing
more
yards,
than, yep.
And that's not going to hit either.
No.
I'm
Algier
confident-
has not done much today.
No, he has like 20 rushing yards.
Every time he touches the ball, he's dropped for a loss.
Yeah.
38-yarder for McManus is good. So the lead now grows to 16, 23-7 for the Fighting Trevor Lawrences. What I'll say about Justin Fields, though, is if the Bears continue to, skid and go down 0-4, 0-5, 0-6, whatever, and they're like, all right, we are just going for Caleb Williams. If you do plan on going quarterback in the draft, I don't know if Justin Fields' if Justin Fields' trade value could get any better between now and the end of the season.
I'd agree. And then I also won't think the Bears would be scared Tyson Bagent, who's now active backup today.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just decide to say, hey, we'll make Bagent our quarterback, undrafted, see if there's something there, and we'll move on from Fields at the deadline.
Jags defense today, 3 sacks on Ritter and 2 interceptions. And those interceptions, that's the difference maker here. I mean, they got a touchdown off one of them, and then they turned the other one the other interception, Atlanta got a stop on 4th and 1.
Yeah,
something.
that actually didn't result in any points. It was just a bad look. He threw the pick 6.
He stared down the receiver.
And then the next pass he threw was actually the next offensive play. Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 10 for Atlanta. They have to go to the end zone twice with no timeouts and a minute 56. And Desmond Ritter.
Get an onside conversion after getting a 2-point conversion and then do it again.
You know what's going to piss me off? I don't want Kyle Pitts to get any receptions here because then the box score hunters are going to be like, dude, Pitts had 5 grabs for 85 yards. No, that's not fair. Ritter on 1st and 10, throws to his right. This is caught. Jonnu Smith.
I thought it was going to be an on cue.
I saw the 8 for a moment.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be an on cue. That would have been pretty good, to be honest.
Like, I just don't want people to start building the narratives of like, dude, Pitts is fine. Like, he had a decent game. He had 90 yards.
I really
that's
don't
not,
know.
That's not fair.
I can't tell at this point if it's quarterback play, is Jonnu Smith just continues to catch the ball.
Jonnu Smith the next Travis Kelce? Like, he is going off today. New game plan. Get Jonnu Smith is outplaying Kyle Pitts.
My question is, though, is the issue with Kyle Pitts, is it a quarterback play? Is it a Pitts problem? And
he fumbles. Strip sack. Ritter strip sack recovered by Jacksonville. And when I say it this time, I really do mean it. That is the ball game. No coming back from that one. And was that Trayvon? No, that was Josh Allen. So the other Josh Allen making the strip sack. And it's Atlanta's 3rd turnover of the day, all from Desmond Ritter. 2 interceptions and now a fumble.
That is very unfortunate.
So Jacksonville's going to kneel it out from here. So we'll start the post-game show whenever Rolly gets ourselves ready for this. But type those Fs. You got Octomain typing F. This sucks. Raw, like, initial reaction takeaway, if you will. Atlanta's offense did absolutely nothing. Desmond Ritter, not the guy, it looks like, at least not for the future. Like, he might be your starting quarterback the rest of the season if they don't like what they see out of Taylor Heineke in practice and whatnot, but you better believe Arthur Smith now has to have some serious thought to go into his backup quarterback after 2 stinkers of games from Ritter against Detroit and Jacksonville. I don't want to put this loss solely on number 9, but when you throw a pick 6 and you turn it over 2 other times, the last one didn't really make a difference. Atlanta was not going to come back and win most likely anyway, but still, Ritter is not helping this team win, right? I think you can make a lot of arguments that Ritter is holding this team back. And when that starts to happen, like we saw with Mariota last year, that's when changes get made. And now, full circle, Ritter kind of finds himself in Mariota's shoes a year ago. And people are going to start banging the drum for Taylor Heineke, which I'm on the record saying Taylor Heineke, he is the next Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like, that's who Fitzmagic passed the torch to. You don't want Heineke starting for you week 1, but you don't mind if he comes in for a couple of weeks and he lights it up because he's got that Fitzpatrick in him. So we get the final kneel down from London. The Jags knock off the Falcons 23-7. Drake London with the lone touchdown of the game coming at the start of the second half. Atlanta at one point looked like they might make it interesting. They were down 2 scores. They were driving. They had a 4th down deep in Jacksonville's territory. Ultimately, they cannot link up with Drake London in the end zone for a touchdown, which would have made it a 3-point game. And instead, this game gets turned upside down, and the Jags go on to win by 16. So we're going to jump into a post-game show. We're going to break down everything we just saw. If you want to be on that post-game show, by the way, if you super chat, we'll include whatever your take, whatever your question, whatever your comment is in our post-game show. So if you want to treat it like, sports talk radio and you want to call in, if you will, feel free to super chat. Always appreciated. No pressure, though. And we will include your super chat for all of our viewers to see during our post-game show. Desmond Ridder was quick to run to the locker room, which is a bit abnormal for the quarterback. Trevor Lawrence gets interviewed on the field right now, but Ridder was not interested in sticking around. Lawrence was pedestrian today, 23 for 30, 207 yards, 1 touchdown. He faced a good defense, though. Give credit to Jesse Bates and company. The secondary played well, minus 1 blown coverage involving A.J. Terrell and his former teammate, Calvin Ridley. The run defense was stout. They got nothing going on the ground. The Jags come away with a 16-point win, but that's more because of Atlanta's offensive failures more than Jacksonville's offensive success. So, for starters, of the 23 points, 7 came from the defense off a pick 6. So, Atlanta's defense, the 23 points allowed might not look like a great showing, but it wasn't 23. That's not the full story. They gave up 16 points, 7 of which came on a completely blown coverage. So I'll chalk it up to 9 points on the defense being, well earned by the Jags and not just one mental slip up at a crucial moment by A.J. Terrell or whoever's assignment it was to stick on Calvin Ridley, which, he's a guy you got to keep your eyes on all time. So we're going to get some shout-outs here. We're going to jump into this post-game show. Ridder or Carson Wentz? Wow, we are at a low point. That is a tough one right there. Okay. Let me know, Rolly, when you are ready to start this post-game show. I know. I think he wants you to go to Bears. Well, let's just jump into this thing, knock it out. Bring back Matt Ryan. That's not going to happen. Did you guys see Matt Ryan in Indianapolis last year? I know it's the nostalgia of Matty Ice, but that's not going to be a good movie. Sorry to Matt Ryan. It'd be fun. In theory, in practice, you don't want to have that memory of Matt Ryan. Okay. If that's what he said, that's what he said. So, all right. We're going to hop off then. We're getting kicked out of the studio. So, hey, subscribe. That way we can get more, studio space for post-game shows. But, Rolly, everyone, chant Rolly in the chat right now. Guy set his alarm before the sun even came up this morning to come and get you guys an awesome watch party. So, shout out to Rolly in the chat. We're going to sign off, and we're going to see you guys later.